And cue the laughter.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No, this is not great. All right. I think it's not ideal.
Almost
I think we're
perfect.
confused with what's
All
going on, but we're facing mortal danger from some
Mortal danger.
yes,
Serious
some
mortal
foes,
danger.
some new foes that have made themselves have appeared to us. So we should be
Some
quite
extremely
alarmed.
hideous new foes.
One of them looked like a Krang brain with walking with legs, like a brain, like a walking
Yes.
brain.
We'll
I
get
call
to
it the brain dog. That one. The brain dog.
Yes,
The puppy brain.
dog. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So
But he's
before
not
we
a
get to
good
the puppy
boy.
brain,
He's not a good boy. Yeah.
What?
let's.
You just say puppy brain.
It's the puppy brain. You know,
You're a
the little brain
monster.
with legs and
You're a
tentacles.
monster.
Lost control.
But it's a cute monster.
No.
I think monster is subjective. You know, it's.
So perhaps
Well-
a review of where we are.
There's
On your
nothing
turn,
cute
you
about
can
those
pet
last
it.
week.
But before we get there, let's just welcome everybody to the next episode of Art of the Roll, where we play D&D with some of my friend and also actors. You can see their links in the chat soon. Also, let's get through some quick announcements real quick, which is we're still being sponsored by Game Night down in South Florida. If you're interested, go check them out. They have a bar and they have video games. They have actual arcade games. And you can play Smash and stuff with other people. I have a little commercial and roll that beautiful bean.
Yummy.
Woo! Check them out if you're in South Florida.
Yeah.
All right.
That looks fun.
Another quick thing, if you are interested in using Melon app, which is the streaming tool that we use, you can use our link, which I'll put in the chat right now, and it actually helps the stream. So check that out. Lastly, we get our music from someone on Patreon, and you can look them up with Tabletop RPG Music on Patreon. And we all of our music you see on the stream is from that guy. So, with those out of the way, let's get started. One last thing. We also have an intro. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, everybody.
Because
clap
we
at
don't
once.
like stairs.
I hate the stairs.
Basically, if you've missed anything the last few weeks, that intro summed it up.
Yes.
Pretty much.
That so far the only final boss we've had is some stairs.
Freaking stairs.
And it kicked
Until
our
now.
collective butts.
Yes, that's about
Yeah.
to change very aggressively.
So, to take it back, the last episode, you all found the Zenithar hideout with some help from what seemed to be a hobo and a kinku bird named Tricky Bastard. Upon getting there, the Tricky Bastard seemed to start yelling, saying, Zenithar sends his regards, and he runs off into the distance. After chasing him for a while, some of you believing he's still helping, some of you possibly trying to make it so he can't help you anymore, you finally catch up with him and knock him out and tie him up. Possibly for his own good, but probably for your own good. But unfortunately, it alerted a human in a drow garb, which you eventually fought and took care of, and you went further into the Xanathar hideout until, I believe it was Fitz and Amalia. Fitz and Alpha went up, stealthed up. Now, if you guys remember, your stealth roll was a something like a 7 and a 14, I think.
I had a
if I remember.
14. Because
Yeah.
I'm very
Don't worry
sneaky.
about it.
But upon getting up there, you went up some steps, and upon getting up there, you saw the scene of a half-orc on top of what seemed to be Floon, with his foot on Floon, fire in his hand, and the flames were springing up. And and behind him was a nightmarish figure in black and purple robes with tentacles where his mouth would be, and moist, mucousy skin, and holding a disembodied brain with its feet dangling from it, almost relaxing in the arms of this creature.
The puppy brain.
No.
He says, Grunthar, you were supposed to get Raynar, not whoever this fool is. And Grunthar says, Nihilor, give me another chance. We can use him to find Raynar. And the creature named Nihilor says, forget Raynar. We will find another means to find the Stone of Galore. Kill this fool. And
Not
then,
Floon.
with that, I'm going to roll a perception for them. One of them has disadvantage on seeing the two people who snuck up the stairs. So that guy... Ooh. They suddenly, the half-orc looks up and makes eyes with you, Alpha, and says, Nihilor, we have company. And Nihilor says, take care of them. I will leave this for you. I'll leave this to aid you. And he puts his pet down. He puts his brain down on the ground, and the brain springs up on legs. The butt goes down a bit, looking at him, and shakes a bit.
Oh, puppy
Let's
brain.
roll initiative to get it started. Let me bring up and
Get started.
We are
let me
rolling.
see if I can do this.
20.
Ooh. Alpha's feeling fresh.
La-di-da. Oh, Zenokobi as well.
No,
Wow. The females of our party
Nice.
are really the go-getters, you know.
Yes.
You and I just sort of let them handle things, I think.
Greyhide is fine with that. This doesn't threaten him whatsoever.
Really? I mean, I was raised to have extremely domineering women in my life. Not that I'm going to say too much about that, but...
Your life isn't a question. So.
Well,
Yeah.
I keep saying these things, and it just slips out. I didn't mean to say that. My mother's... No, it's fine. All right. So, do we
Nobody
aim
got
for
that but me, yeah?
what? No,
All right.
I don't think so.
So it starts off, and I can move this around if you like.
Can we just get
we can see.
a reminder of kind of where we all are?
Yeah.
and-
So let me get a
visually.
different view here. This might actually help a little. So this is from the back. You can see the room opens up into a long rectangular room. The two doors on the right side you see there are actually curtains. So imagination, but they're actually curtains with curtains hanging down from them, blocking off from seeing what's inside there. On the other side is a double door with that's closed right now, a stone double door. The back where you all are, you can see all five of you. It's probably hard to see Rainier in this view. Actually, hold on. Let me move it over.
Yeah, where
so you
is
can see.
Rainier in all this?
So you can see him. He's actually right behind the other group in the back there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so imagine also that this, where the door is actually steps.
Mm.
That
The
go
old
up.
nemesis.
Yes. Not stairs, just steps. So it's okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
our team is not great. Yes.
You have
Forward.
the half orc here, and you have Floon on the ground. I didn't actually print Floon, so he's just an orange D4.
I say
That
we
works.
do.
That's his hair color.
Sounds about right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's always worth anyways. So
Oof.
it is going to start out with technically Alpha and the guy in the back goes at the same time. The Mind Flare, as you've probably guessed, though your characters might not know that. But Alpha and the Mind Flare go at the same time. So what is Alpha going to do?
Okay, guys. You guys heard this? They want Rainier, and we can't we can't let him have him. So
Why
we need to
not?
grab Floon because this could mean a world of trouble when we get out of here for us.
Plus,
He's a very
you know,
prominent, the son of a very prominent man.
And Rainier is our
So,
friend.
I didn't want to bring him here, but we have to get him out of here. So I suggest that we try and grab Floon and get out of here and get Rainier out of here. That's our best.
But that would, if we try to grab Fluent, that would mean we have to go headlong into danger.
Someone has to go back with Rainier, and I'm.
well, see, I don't know. I'm feeling very practical about this. If we all die, I don't care if Rainer gets away or not. So why don't we just have him hang back for now?
That's what I'm wondering.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying we give him. I'm not saying we throw him in the
I think we
lion's
should
den.
throw him to him. Yes. Grab the one we came for. Run. Rainer seems to have gotten himself into a mess. All I'm
So
saying.
what?
But Rainer has a stone of galore. So
Ugh.
if we keep him along, we can find the stone of galore, which is.
So what
I don't
is
know.
what is Alpha gonna do in this moment, with this
Okay, so
cinematic
I
speech
will-
moment?
So nobody's okay. So I'll just grab my arrow and try and go for the guy who's stepping on Floon.
Okay.
Yes,
And
Go
shoot
like,
him.
ahead and roll that.
Yes, that's a good
Beautiful
idea.
footage.
Careful, his hand is on fire.
My longbow, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
15.
15 actually hits. He's
Nice.
wearing nothing but cloth.
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah.
take that, you fiery
Damage, however,
green.
Oh.
I must
You
still
see
be
a-
stunned.
That must be some
it seemed to hurt him nonetheless. He takes the arrow and it flies right into his stomach and he almost keels over. His foot goes off of Floon, but his other hand is still that fiery, raging fire in his other hand.
Oh,
Okay, and I stay after, like I shoot that arrow, but I stay kind of hidden on the other side of the
Okay.
door, if that makes sense. For now.
You can definitely do that. You'll get partial cover if you do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, partial cover. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
How many feet away are we from these guys? Like, it's hard to tell. Like, are we far away or pretty close?
You are, I can tell you exactly, because each square on the map you see is actually 5 feet. So,
Oh,
5,
okay.
10, 15. Or so from the half orc, you're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
Good. Okay, so I want to keep my distance because I'm not too sure what. I just feel these guys are bad news.
Okay. You could, if you want, back up down below the stairs and it would completely block off any line of sight.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a few steps back after I do my shot.
Alrighty. That means you can no longer see them, but they can't see you either,
Okay.
unless they move
Guys,
to
we
the stairs.
We get Floon and we get out of here.
Next,
I like that plan.
I shot
Is-
Alpha.
Zenakobe.
Got him.
Right.
I forgot to play music.
Nobody needs to die. We just need to get Floon to safety and collect our reward.
I don't know. That big purple thing's not going to give up soon without a fight.
I agree. I agree with Greyhide. At least
Who can we attack him?
we really just need to get Floon and run.
Yes, we have no idea how formidable these opponents are.
They look formidable.
They are very, very formidable.
Where
If
am
I had a French
standing?
accent, I would say formidable, but I don't.
What? Where am I standing?
You are in the back there.
In the back.
You're
All right.
the redhead white shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
What is Zenakobe got?
never mind. I won't create chaos. I'll just move towards Alpha.
Create chaos.
Create chaos, no. I'm going to move towards Alpha
Mm-hmm.
and just wait.
Alrighty.
You don't want to do that.
Offensive.
Do you want to ready an action or anything in case something happens?
No.
Okie dokie.
So I'm not. I won't say it. Never mind.
You're not sure who's the bad guy here?
Exactly.
Well, it's not us.
I don't know that. I don't know who you are.
right.
Yeah, fine.
We only just met.
I think yeah. True.
I'm making no
All right.
opinion.
Then it is.
Not a bad guy.
Oh, I wrote down 2G. Oh, wow. Okay. The orc, seeing being shot, and then you back up. Or no, actually, sorry, I skipped the mind flare.
Yes.
Can't do that.
The mind flare looks over and sees only Fitzjoffrey,
No,
and
no.
he.
That's the doggy brain, right?
No, Fitzjoffrey is me, you great high.
But the mind flare is the doggy brain.
No, the
No,
mind
no,
flayer
it's
is
the
tall
tentacle guy.
trouble.
It's the tall bad guy.
Oh,
No,
the
no,
mind flayer. Yes.
The mind
Oh,
flayer is
bad news.
the Mr. Cthulhu. That's what I'm calling him.
Yes. Cthulhu snout. Yes.
Cthulhu snout.
He looks at you. He looks at Fitzjoffrey. He looks at you. His tentacles rise a little, and you hear in your voice whispers, "You're gonna do it. Why don't you?" And you focus on them. Go ahead and roll a will save.
I've been hearing a lot of voices today, and this is not the fun kind. Will, eh? Will?
Indeed. Or sorry, wisdom save. I'm sorry. I'm still
Wisdom.
used to the older version of D&D sometimes.
I'm not particularly wise. I don't know how that's going to go. Okay, I've got an 11.
Yeah, you focus in on the voice, and it finally starts coming to you, and you hear, Kill your friends, kill them.
Exactly why I'm trusting you.
You're not gonna
And
listen
you
to
realize-
this guy, are you?
All of you see Fitzjoffrey turn around.
No.
I'm sorry, I really don't want to do this.
He then,
Hi,
With a
Joffrey.
with a flick of a hand,
Hello.
you see one of the stone doors open up, and he walks through it.
He's just going to get into my brain and then walk away. That's not very... That's not great. Oh,
Then
God.
it is. Grum.
Hey guys, we need to. I don't know what's happening with Fitz,
Well,
but
is
I think we
Floon
need to knock
still
him
in
out.
there? Because the mind flayer is left, but he left Floon behind with that other guy, right?
Yes, it's the half orc and
We need
Alright.
to.
And the doggy brain.
doggy
Okay.
brain.
Alright.
Brain doggy.
Henceforth called
Doggy
doggy
brain.
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 It's actually called an Intellect Devourer if you just want to use the name. But you can also just call it doggy brain.
Intellect Devourer. That sounds pretty cool.
Can I?
Yeah, and so
Yes.
We need to knock Fitz out.
We can
the
definitely-
half orc, let's see
We
if
don't
he's
know
smart
if
enough
he's-
to.
If he's under any sort of spell, he just turned to say hello to us.
No.
Hello, Fitz.
Hello.
Good old Fitz. Saying hello
Hold
in a zombie-like manner.
I'm actually distantly related to Drizadurden.
You
Hello.
think if I slapped him, he'd wake up?
You hear up the stairs, since none of you can see it. You hear a
Cookie bastard?
Oh my god. He survived.
he walks up to the door, but doesn't do anything.
Oh. He's
Fitz,
not going to attack us. Yes. Yes?
roll a d4.
Roll a d4. Yes, master. I am rolling a d4. I am rolling a d4. I rolled a 4.
Interesting.
What does that mean?
Okay, you rolled a 4. You go over to Zinakobi. Roll an attack.
Can I do an unarmed strike?
Yes, we.
Can it be
On your
unarmed?
turn.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, can it be an
On your
unarmed
terms,
attack?
Zenakobe.
No, this would be with your hex weapon.
Oh no. I'm really sorry about
This
this.
is very
I
stressful.
I really didn't mean to do this.
You meant to.
Uh,
You're
so I
planning.
rolled a 14. I don't know how that is. I rolled a 14.
I do not think that hits you, Zinakobi, right?
Oh, good.
Gotta be fast on that,
But
mate.
Jeffrey took a swing at Zeneca. What are you doing, Jeffrey? It's almost as if he's not
What did I
himself.
tell you?
I don't know what's happening. Please help me.
Greyhide, you need to knock him out. And then we need to grab Floon and run. We need to get out of here.
As soon as it's my turn, I'll do something. You can be rest assured of that. I will take some sort of action.
Sorry, I just wanted to bring up the campaign here, and so I can see people's stats. I don't always have to ask, you know.
Kill the friends.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, no.
I don't
so
like the way he's looking at us.
Fitzjoffrey comes at
I don't
you.
like the way he's swinging at me either.
He dances towards you, and he sticks out his rapier, and it hits your breastplate and slides off to the side, doing no damage to you.
I'm sorry. I must kill the friends.
Very good turn, Fitzjoffrey. Greyhide.
Okay, well, I'm going to say...
You just witnessed this. Yeah.
I witnessed this. So I'll say, Fitzjeffrey is not himself. I'm going to have to subdue him using a grappling pin. So I'm going to try to use a grapple on him, which is unarmed attack. Is that right?
No, it's actually an athletics roll.
Athletics. Okay. I'm going to grapple him and pin him down so that he cannot use his weapon if I can. Like even to sort of bind his arms from behind, which would also put him in an ideal position for other people to slap him awake. So that would be the idea. But I want to just sort of, try and grapple him. So let me do athletics roll. Huzzah!
And Fitz, you're gonna have Fitz needs to do a acrobatics or athletics, whatever you want.
Oh no, I'm very good at athletics. I'm going to roll athletics because I'm not as good as it. Good, I rolled a 4.
Easily, you subdue him and slam him on the ground, pinned.
Oh, hello, Greyhide.
Sorry about that, friend, but you're not yourself.
Who's myself?
Roll a wisdom save again. Fitz roll wisdom save. Yep.
Who is me? What is wisdom? I rolled a natural 20 plus 2.
You hear the voice in your head. She says, "Not today, my champion." And suddenly your mind clears, and you see those voices that you're hearing from Nihilor. They just get almost feels like someone just shoved them out of your brain, and you feel yourself come back to yourself, and you're pinned on the ground. You witnessed everything that happened. You have the memories of what happened when you were controlled, but you now have agency.
Oh, Greyhide, thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Zenekobi. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. It was a voice, and it was very strange, and I swear that was me, and I'm really, really sorry. I'm very sorry.
I think it had to do with the tentacle thing that he did.
It's
not your fault.
Well,
I heard his voice.
He didn't swing at you.
Well, I'm really sorry about that.
Quit living in the past, Xenocobia. That was like about 10 seconds ago that he tried to kill you.
Yes,
you
quit living in the past.
Women
just
always
like my
bring
mother.
things
Where's
up from the
Rainier?
past.
Well, basically, we're just slaves to them, you know?
No.
God.
Rainier
How
rushes
are
up.
you feeling now?
Let me see if there's a.
But I am sorry.
I'm concerned with the voices that you heard.
I really didn't mean to, do the pokey thing to you.
Alright.
I really didn't mean.
You hear that? He's sorry. He's sorry.
Greyhide.
Rainier. Go for it. No?
No.
Rainier runs up with his rapier out and a dagger, and he switches hands because he can't quite get far enough. He switches his dagger into his other hand, and he chucks it at the half-orc.
Yes! At least we've got him. Huh?
Yeah.
What?
He hits him.
He's trying to save his friend.
Oh wow.
You have to
He
ask
did
yourself
minimum
why
damage.
he's
The half-orc takes it right in the shoulder, and you see he's bleeding from there, and the dagger is just pinned in his shoulder there, but he's still up.
Can we talk about the half-orc first, and then I'll apologize again later? I'm feeling a little nervous about this guy.
Well, he's the one who tried to kill Floon, I'm afraid.
He is.
Did we lose our dungeon master? I think
we did,
have.
and my face is suddenly so large.
not shy.
We're all going.
That's
Hey,
amazing.
everybody!
And we're back. I have no idea what happened.
All right.
I think the Mind Flayer was behind this entire psychic episode.
I too blame the large purple thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The little.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, the tentacles. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
I'm a Mind Flayer. That's what he
Oh,
was.
this is an Intellect Devourer. Oh, no, they both.
Oh, like,
Humans are talking right now. Obviously.
What?
The Mind Flayer runs up. The only person that really see, and I call it a Mind Flayer now. The Intellect Devourer runs up, kind of
that
hopping
guy.
on its legs. It's
the
little
puppy.
flabby brain matter going up and down as it runs,
Fireballs.
and it looks at and it sees only Rainier. It
Look
it
out,
kinda- you
Rainer,
see
the
it-
brain puppy.
You see it shake a
Who's a good
bit,
boy?
like it's about to do something.
who's a good boy?
And it does. I think it has to hit.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
That rat. It's not just a hit, mate.
DC
That
12.
rat.
Ooh.
Just remember when I suggested that someone take Rainier and go.
Well, yeah.
Ooh. You see Rainier. He grabs his head and he screams, "Ah!" And then. Oh wow. Okay.
Don't let it into your head, Rainier. Don't let it. I've tried. It's not a good time.
Guys, we need to keep our distance from this thing.
He just screams and eventually the scream gets cut off and you look at him and he's looking around bewildered.
No.
Then it
Is he going to turn on us as well? Because
I know exactly what I'm about to do.
don't
What?
hurt Rainier.
Greyhide. Oh, you already went Greyhide. Yeah. Sorry. So we're back up to the top. Alpha. What is Alpha gonna do?
Wait, so the Mind Flayer, we don't have him in our vision right now, right? In our
Nah, he
Nice,
left
right?
through this side door here.
And according to this map that I'm seeing, everybody is in my line of sight to the orc at the moment, right?
Yes, you can basically see the orc and everybody else, but you can shoot through friendly squares. It's not an issue.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just try and shoot through the orc again
Alrighty.
because we got to get Floon. That's like our main objective.
You're exactly right, Alpha.
Okay.
Yeah, kill it.
12.
Ooh, you're still exhausted from that experience for being knocked unconscious before. You fire and it goes off a little bit, but it's still enough because this guy has no armor and he has no ability to
him?
really dodge, and it hits him right in the neck. He grabs for the arrow,
Damage,
and he
but not
oh yeah, go
nice.
yeah, he had very little hit points left. he grabs the arrow and he pulls it out of his neck, and you see blood splatter. You see his eyes roll back, and you can tell he's not even breathing, but he's still up.
Oh, and
He's still standing.
It's probably the Mind Flayer.
The
How did
anger
he
that you
see-
saw before gets multiplied tenfold. He almost looks feral now. You see, and he seems to be. Are we back? Sorry, I think
Yeah.
I might have.
I would
There's
buy.
little, yeah.
there's a bit of a lag. Oh,
This is
my.
getting ridiculous.
Well, hello.
Sorry, guys.
Kind of cool in a way.
Guys.
It's a
Oh, boy.
supply chain backup of internet packets. You know?
Damn you, COVID.
Yeah.
So, he's
yeah.
angry. He's feral, angry.
Yes, he looks feral and angry at this point.
Well, you know, I'm
bet
getting a little steamed too, if I want to be honest.
Yes, I can tell. I'm underneath you, and yes, you are.
Yeah,
And he-
just shout to Rainier to get out of the way and to stand back while we're at it.
You shout that to Rainier. Roll an insight. Kind of reading Rainier's
Yeah, 25.
Whoa, that's all right.
movement.
She's very clever, that one.
25.
It's very insightful. Very insightful.
Yeah. she's
Why
good at
did it
that.
not show up on the thing? I'll figure it out.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways, yeah, with 25, you realize you shout that to him, and he heard you. He like turned towards the noise you made from it, and he seems to have no awareness of what you just said.
Ugh.
Uh-oh. Guys, we need to grab Rainier and tie him down.
He's in a bad
Or
place.
knock him out. We
There
need
we
to knock
go.
him out. And we need to get him out of here.
I think we need to take out our other foes and then worry about reviving our allies later. I think we
I
need to
agree.
eliminate the primary threat, because otherwise they'll just keep hypnotizing with their tentacle power.
I
you know
think
what I'm saying?
I think he's becoming a
Yes.
primary threat. I think he's under some kind of
Oh, you know I'm a paladin, right?
You can always
I'm a
take out
paladin.
Rainier if he becomes a threat.
Yes,
I
hit
can
him with
see.
your
I
great
can see.
No
morals.
problem with that.
Thank you. Yes.
No. No.
Oh, hello.
Everybody.
That's absolutely amazing.
And we're back. I love it.
Well,
Mind player action.
I can't.
Yes, this
Something
mind
weird's
flare
going
is
on.
wreaking
I
havoc.
yeah, I think he's really messing with
I
us.
think if I shoot the mind flare with my firebolt, I might be able to at least knock him out of the way, and then we can go ahead and grab everyone.
Well, we can't see
There's
him,
a
but
chance that
you can hit the brain puppy. But the
That's
mind
what I
flare
want
is
to
off
do.
in
I
the
want
back
to- I
room.
want to kill the brain puppy.
The puppy. I don't want to kill the puppy.
Oh,
Alrighty.
poor little brain puppy.
Just in case it's my internet, I'm gonna plug in an extra thing here.
there's a chance that a sewer dweller might not like a bolt of fire.
I think that's
or
good. Yes.
Something.
It is Zenekobi's turn.
Something.
Well, I
Find
would
the brain puppy.
absolutely love to shoot the fire puppy. I
Brain
think that's
puppy.
my move.
Shoot
Fire
the
at
puppy.
the brain puppy.
I want to. Yes,
Brain
yes.
puppy. Fire
Brain
puppy.
puppy gets shot.
Brain puppy. He's the.
Well,
Got
I
it.
didn't get shot very much. So I feel like when I was going to do this, I instantly felt that I was making the wrong decision. So I didn't give it my best, and it missed.
Yeah.
I think
It,
yes.
it was surprisingly close, actually, but
That's
But
good.
yeah, it singes right above its head, and you probably heated the top of it a little bit, and you see it, the brain
Because it
kind
was
of quiver a
so
little
cute.
bit. But
It was like, oh, you're not great, but I don't necessarily want to kill you. I want
Ah,
to kill you less than Rayna.
maybe later.
If it was Rayna, it would have hit.
wow.
So
Visceral.
next is the orc, who seems to be kind of feral. He doesn't even bother using magic anymore.
Wow.
Oof.
He takes out a dagger and run towards Raynar in front of him, and you just kind
Oh,
of
no.
snarling and drool come out. And
Oh.
takes a stab at
Absolutely
Raynar.
rooting for the orc.
Not our pal
This is not
Rainy.
good. This is not good.
We really should have left him home. I agree.
Let's see how
No problem.
mad we can get.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Raynar screams, looking at him, not knowing, looking like he doesn't even know what the hell's going on. Like, who is this guy?
Raina, that's an orc and he's going to kill you.
Next
Someone
No,
do
he's a
something.
friend. Give him a hug.
Well, you don't like him, do you?
I think we need to
Raynar.
take this orc out. He's Raynar.
Raynar actually turns
Rayna,
towards
use
it,
the
though,
brains. Run.
and attacks it with his rapier. But you
Ah,
see him,
ah.
he's not doing proper form. He's just trying to whack it with his rapier. Almost,
He still has that fighting
He's
spirit.
like confused.
Oh god, that is
Stop
painful
about
to
it.
watch.
Come on.
Just hold it straight up and let him run into it. Don't. It's not a bat.
Remember,
He does-
slash.
he does hit, though,
Right,
with the rapier, doing only half, like, not nearly as effective as it could be. But it's enough, and he does a quick slice across the neck and another one across the body, and the half-orc falls over dead.
Oh. He's got a bit
Wow.
of
Raynar starts looking around, like who to attack
Lucky.
next.
Calm down.
Oh no, I really don't want.
Easy
Raina.
there, friend.
Who was the one that was talking
Someone
about?
knock him out.
Saying,
Fitz.
What's that? Yes.
What is
Knock
Fitz
him
gonna
out.
do?
It's Jeffrey's turn.
Well, you know, so I'm lying under Greyhide, feeling this immense. Wait,
if I have
don't
any
be
movement
surprised.
ability, I don't know if I can, but I'd like to let him get to his feet. I'm not going to provide any resistance if he wants to.
You
get
all
up.
go at the same time, so if you want to sacrifice half your movement, you can help him get to his feet.
Would
Or
I
you
still
that's
be
can.
able to
fine.
do an
That's
attack?
fine. You don't have time because I'm lying there under Greyhide, and then I watched the brain puppy do something horrible to my friend Raina, who went and got me my dagger and leafed through other people's feces to bring me my dagger. And I say,
It's true. He did.
no, not bad brain puppy.
Yeah.
And then the strangest thing happens. That voice is still in my head, you know, and I can still feel her saving me from the mind flayers, the evil thoughts. And I can still feel her energy just coursing through me. And from lying underneath Greyhide, I just feel this energy growing through me until it blasts out of my hand. This eldritch blast out of my hand, and it crackles right for the brain puppy.
Wow, that's quite impressive.
You can do that.
All right, I do that.
In the
And
actual.
the
And
19 plus 6. And
Ooh,
it
if you
hits
had
the
your-
brain puppy,
It
who
hits.
shudders with black energy.
What was that?
I don't know,
He did some sort of
just sort of
magic
happened.
trick.
Sorry,
Roll the damage for
Sorry.
Eldritch Blast.
right, damage. Forgot about that part.
Where's the... Okay.
7.
Come
Take
from?
that, you horrid brain puppy.
That's significant.
Wow.
Alrighty. Yeah, it hits it, and you see the whole thing kind of jiggle and quiver as your Eldritch bolt rocks through it. Racks
Yes.
through it. And then, yeah, are you going to do anything else? Do you want to stand up after that?
Yes, I'll
All right.
stand up. I'll stand up and I'll say, Raina, are you feeling better? I've just been mind controlled and it's terrible. Maybe you should just take a step back, have a little walk,
He
just relax for a moment.
he turns toward you, and he like backs up slowly a little bit.
Okay. We're
Nice.
fine.
Greyhide, what's Greyhide gonna do?
So I am in the proximity of a ravenous orc. Am I?
No, that thing died from. Yes, you are.
Who's taking
It's
that?
killed, but it is there on the ground, dead.
Oh, so it's a dead orc. So the only thing left is the brain puppy that's been like that's stunned, right?
Yep.
Or is there another foe here?
The only foe
Mind
you
flayer's
see right
Mind
now
flayer?
is the brain puppy.
Okay. So I'm going. If I have, I'm going to walk past Rainier. I'm going to assume that he's not a threat right now. I'm going to go straight for the brain puppy, and hopefully I will have enough time to also take a swing with my axe.
Yes, you would. You also see Floon on the ground, not moving.
Okay. I will proceed to dispatch the brain puppy, and I'll
for
say
it.
in a cool way, "Take that, brain puppy!"
Yeah.
Brain puppy kind of goes back on his hind legs, preparing for the blow.
It's a pretty terrible roll.
And he dodges it by doing that. Your axe goes right over him as he backs up a little bit, kind of jumping back and forth.
Curses!
Oh,
Is what I
great.
should say.
You see his little brain matter tentacles in front kind of do a little flare at you.
Look out, Greyhide. He's
Haunting
going
me.
to brain puppy you.
Is he,
He
not
will.
evil?
He then
Yeah.
jumps at you right towards your chest with one of its claws, and you see it has these black claws on it that he goes and tries to rake you with it.
Oh my.
I don't like the sounds of that.
But he rolled crap. I'm guessing a 13 doesn't hit Greyhide with all your armor.
No, I have an 18. Ha!
But after he does that, he starts shivering a bit.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to make an intelligence save.
Oh no. That doesn't
Okay,
sound like your forte.
intelligence. Not in particular. I have a intelligence bonus of 0,
Yeah.
and I rolled a 4. What does that add up to? I'm not very intelligent.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Come on.
How unfortunate.
You sound so upset.
Remember the running away plan?
You take 6 damage as your brain.
That's a lot.
Suddenly feels like you have the worst migraine possible as your whole head just starts throbbing.
My brain! I don't like how this feels in my brain!
Boy.
That's what I
I think
say.
we should stop torturing the poor thing.
But the
What
brain
is your
puppy is trying to kill us.
What is your intelligence score?
11.
11. Oh, just enough. Yeah, but so you're there and your brain hurts and you feel like you're going to have trouble acting and you're effectively stunned for now.
Okay.
I don't know.
And I'm an actor, too. I hate when I have trouble acting.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. You're not stunned. Your brain just hurts and it hurts and it does damage.
Okay, good.
But
I'm
that's
still an actor! Acting!
Yeah!
Yes.
Then the brain already went. Raynar. He's going to look at you all.
Hello. It's fine. We're your friends. You got me my dagger. Do you remember?
Are you going to... What's your plan with him? Are you going to try to leave him alone, or are you going to try to convince him to do something?
Well, it's his move.
He seems to be confused, like looking at you, not knowing, almost like he doesn't really... I'll tell you, he actually does kind of recognize you, but he seems almost like a cornered animal that just got hurt.
I'm just going to hold up my hands and say, it's okay, I'm just going to make very calming noises.
Knock him out.
Don't knock him out. Fitzjeffrey's got the right idea. He's
I'm
our
hoping
friend.
that if we kill the brain puppy, then Raina will be fine. That's what I'm hoping.
He goes into the doorway
But in
and
the
gets into a
meantime-
corner, and he seems to kind of almost like want to disappear in that corner.
Oh, Raina!
Almost pathetic.
Then Alpha.
Well, he's been brain puppied.
Okay, from where I'm standing, what's my line of sight? Like, what do I see?
You can't really see anything from there. You'll have to move up 1 or 2 squares to see the brain puppy if you want to do something with that.
Yeah, okay, so I'll move up. I'll move up enough to be able to have him in my line of sight.
You can see him from there.
Okay. Do I have to wait next turn to take a shot, or can I...
Nope, you can take a shot now.
Shoot it. Shoot that awful,
That is
disgusting...
19.
This one's better.
So 19?
shot.
19 definitely hits. Roll the damage.
Nice. Brilliant.
Not hitting high on damage this time around. 8.
Yeah, but you're hitting every time. So yeah, the arrow flies out and thuds right into the brain, and you have an arrow sticking out of the brain. It seemed to really hurt it. It's trying to like shake it off, but it can't get it off. The whole thing's jiggling.
Okay, and I'll take a few steps, just
Jiggling.
like a step back to be out of his sight.
Out of black lipstick. The worst.
True. I'm so sorry. I need to go shopping.
Xenocobe.
You
What
did
is
look
Xenocobe
strange
gonna do?
today. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, is
I'm
there something
sorry.
that-
I will get more black lipstick. Apologies.
Thank you.
Getting
Alright,
no reason there.
What is Xenocobe gonna do?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this thing. Just kidding. I'm going
By the way,
to.
did that seem to affect Rainier when we hit the...
Good question.
Or is he still crying in a corner? Like my
Only Greyhide
childhood?
would know, but it didn't seem to have any effect.
Which means that
Alright.
the puppy,
My
the
brain's
Mind
still
Flayer is
there.
probably the one controlling him, but okay.
Oh, do you think the Mind Flayer is controlling the brain puppy that's controlling Rainier?
I think so.
So I think the Mind Flayer
A transitive
affected
connection.
Rainier directly.
Well, I'm
Earlier.
going to shoot the puppy anyways. Alright. With Firebolt. This
Fireball.
time, I mean it from my core. That I am thoroughly peeved at this
Go for it.
OS. But I'm not peeved enough. I just,
That's actually enough to hit it.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, your fireball goes out and it just skids off the top of it, but it's enough to do damage.
That's what you get, you abnormal creature.
To put it lightly.
I hate. Pick that fire blast. What does it do to the creature?
Roll the damage on firebolt.
That's right. My bad.
Yes, I forgot that too earlier.
Ooh, 9 damage.
Does it?
Zounds.
It singes the top, and you see it kind of quiver as it takes the damage.
Again, I really have a hard time hurting animals.
Don't think of it as an animal. Think of it as a disembodied brain that's killing us.
Yes, exactly. He's a good boy, though. He's a good boy.
Greyhound.
You have to not see him as an animal when we call him Brain Puppy. You understand? My mind automatically sympathizes with Puppy.
All right, fine. So what should we call it then?
Oh,
Disgusting,
Gelatinous.
gelatinous. I guess we can't say puppy. How about brain?
Fiend.
Beans?
Fiend. It's a fiend.
What is
Fiend. Brain
what is
fiend.
Fitz gonna do? You can roll a knowledge nature if you want to determine what its sub creature type is.
Ooh.
Interesting. I'm not going to. Frankly, I couldn't give a damn. I want to save Raina. I'm seeing Raina crying in a corner, rocking back and forth, and I'm just thinking back to my childhood, and it's horrible. And all of this pent-up childhood aggression comes flying through, and as the eldritch blast flies from my fingers, I yell, "Mother!" And I roll a 16, which plus 6 is 22.
Ooh, you hit it.
Oh, excellent.
With tears in my eyes, I only do 3 damage because I'm so worked up about my childhood.
There,
Every little bit
Fitzjeffrey. There.
Stupid brain puppy.
It hits the side of it and it causes it to spin around a bit, but it's still up and bopping around.
Why won't this thing
That thing is a
die?
beast.
I mean, I missed it entirely, but still, why won't it
He's
die?
living without a body. It must be
Greyhide.
wrong.
What is Greyhide gonna do?
That thing takes a lot of
I
damage.
have had just about enough of this shambling
Yes.
monstrosity. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to
that's
attack
pretty
it with my hand axe.
Do it. You won't.
And
Roll that beautiful brain footage.
roll. Well, darn. I was going to say something a lot
You're right.
stronger than darn, but darn.
Yeah, it tries to hit and it keeps jumping around back and forth, almost like it's playing with you.
This
And you
thing
miss.
is playing with me.
It's mocking
You gonna stay there?
You.
out of us.
I can't really run away. I'm going to I'll stay there and hold my ground. He's probably going to attack me again.
Yeah. As he bops back and forth, he suddenly lunges at you again, going out with his claw.
Oh,
And he
no.
rolls a 12 and misses.
Ugh.
He's probably going to do that
I
brain
think,
attack
I
thing,
think
isn't
it
he?
likes you. I think it wants to play. What if the brain
seems-
puppy wants to play?
It seems to assess the situation almost. Like you see his head, its whole body turns one way, then the other. And Fitz, roll at intelligence save.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Intelligence.
Show this puppy. Ooh. Freaking.
Okay, we've got a 16.
Ooh, nice.
It's not bad.
That's good.
Does that mean I don't get a headache?
You you still do, but you take 13 points of psychic damage as it looks at you and quivers, and you grab your head from the pain.
That sounds like a lot.
Oh, that sounds really hard.
Are you still up?
13. My hit points say 10. So
Yeah.
no, I think I pass out.
Oh
from
yeah,
this.
it causes you to faint from the pain. You just collapse on the ground.
Damn you, brain puppy.
This thing is kind of strong, and it's kicking our asses. I think, guys. Like it did 6 to me, and then 13 to Fitz over there.
All of my might.
I think we got to kill this thing.
Rainier does not move.
And
And then
Rainier's
it is
still no help.
Alpha. You see
Okay.
Fitz go down in front of you as he grabs his head.
Okay. I try to go for that. I try to hit it again with my arrow. For a better shot this time.
Shoot this stupid.
Yeah.
We'll have to get into sight again.
Go for it.
Yes.
Oh,
there
you
we go.
definitely
21.
hit.
Yes!
Someone
You hit.
them.
Roll
Go,
that beautiful
Alpha!
thing damage.
But my damage, this guy, like, just this.
It doesn't
this
matter.
thing must
You-
be made of stairs because, like,
You. He has stair power. But it looks like it has one arrow in it, and it's been hit and singed and electrocuted and beaten around, and you see it's bleeding in different places. How does Alpha's final arrow kill this thing?
It kills it.
It kills it.
It starts to like bubble up and like shrivel into a little pile of goo.
Yeah.
Does
Very
it
satisfying.
affect? Does it affect Fitz? Does it help?
No, Fitz still seems to be on the ground, knocked out.
Okay.
You see the the brain creature just kind of splits open, and you see bubbly blood come up and fall around it as it falls over and dies. The Raynor is still in the corner, seemingly not knowing what to do. But he seems to calm down a little bit when he sees the brain dies.
Okay. Can I try and slap Fitz away since he's close to me?
He's also close to death.
Yes. He's taking
Or is he
13
too
hit
passed
points
out?
of damage.
Can you imagine a slap that just slapped him right into death?
No, like a, not a little.
A friendly.
Oh, I got rid of my music, but somehow it's still playing the last music that I set.
Roll 22, just.
Not a friendly
That's weird.
slap. A wake up slap. So we're
Yeah.
facing a player. Our friends are in danger. Like wake up slap.
You can
Roll
either
for
slap
damage,
him,
Danya,
or you
on
can.
that strike.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Technically, he's actually going through death saves right now. So, roll one death save to start out.
What do I roll for a death save?
It's just a straight d20. 1 to 10 fails, 11 to 20
Mir.
succeeds.
Fitz.
Can
It
anybody want to heal me or something like that? That'd be lovely. Just dying over here.
I could do some healing.
Oh,
Mir.
good. I rolled
Yeah,
a
so
4.
One failure. What is? You go over it and slap him a bit, and you realize it's not waking him up. What are the rest of you gonna do?
I can do lay on hands. I have that as an emergency
Wait, you're near
healing thing.
Floon. You need to get
Yeah.
Floon.
You actually
Don't
see Floon
Leave.
on the
Leave
ground.
Fitz.
That's the wrong music.
I'll take
you
care
see
of Fitz.
You see Floon on the ground. He seems to be having shallow breathing, and you see some blood rolling out from a wound that was left on him.
Can I cure him?
You can if you still. How many spells have you cast?
I don't think I've cast any. Have I?
You did cure wounds on someone.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I think you have one more left. So yeah, you can definitely go heal someone with that if you want.
I'll heal you, Fitz. I shall heal you.
Alrighty.
I don't do well.
That's actually maximum healing for you.
We're still
you-
level
you-
1, guys.
Yeah, you get 11 hit points back as you suddenly wake up, Fitz.
Tell me how many
see-
times I save you and how many times you try to kill me.
You see Zinakobi over top of you.
But
Thank you.
Um, Zinakobi, as your hand reaches down to touch him, though, you put your hand against his plate mail, and as you've probably guessed by this point, it goes right through it, and it goes in another inch before you actually touch him. And you feel cloth with some metal studs in it.
Strange.
Um,
In God's name. Are you?
the, what
Thank
is
you.
what is anybody gonna do anything about Floon? He's gonna roll.
Well,
a death
I'm
save.
nearest. I'm nearest to
Can
Floon.
someone
So
just grab him?
should
so
I?
we can
I
get
do
him?
have one healing
And
spell that
run?
I can use once, but I kind of want. I was hoping to use it on me because my hit points are screwed too. But I guess I should use it on Floon.
You can actually allocate that however you want. You can literally give him 1 hit point if you want.
Okay, I'd like to do that actually. Because, he's not going to be seeing battle, so I'll give him 1 hit point. And can I give the rest of it to me then?
Yep. The rest of the 4, I think.
Yeah. So I can gain 3 and then he can gain 1. Let me do that.
Floon coughs awake. What is going on? Oh God, the nightmare was true. He seems to be trying to collect himself.
We're here to rescue you. The nightmare's over, but we've got to get out of this place. Can you stand? Can you walk?
I think so. He gets up a little bit. He looks over at Rainier and he says, "Oh, Rainier, my friend, you've come for me."
No, I wouldn't touch him if I were you.
And he walks up to Rainier. And Rainier seems to calm down when Floon gets close. Floon reaches out and says, it's still hurt, but puts his hand on Rainier's shoulder and says, "Thank you so much." And Rainier, strangely enough, seems to go in and just hug him. And almost like you see him kind of like rub the side of his head on the side of Floon's head. And just almost animalistic. Seems to be
very touching,
put at ease by this.
I have to say, it's very beautiful.
So the only person who sees this is Greyhide right now, right?
Since we're out of combat, I assume everybody kind of sees everything unless you don't want it to be that way. We kind of all collect in the room.
Yeah, I think we're all
paying attention.
Okay, guys, we need to get out of here and fast.
You look around and you still have the 2 doors on the left side that had curtains, and the double door where one of the stone doors of the double door is ajar. In the back you have a throne there, and the stairs you have the dead half-orc named Grumshar is what Nihilor called him. And then behind the throne, Alpha notices that there's actually looks like some type of chest behind the throne over at the end of the room.
Should we try to go after that purple-headed crustacean thing?
I think so.
I'd say no to that. We need to get these people to safety. And
are you honestly not realizing the dramatic shift that Rainier has had taken over himself?
Well, is there anything particular about that chest?
What? What chest?
You'd have to get closer. You'd have to get closer if you want to take a closer look at it. It's actually behind the makeshift throne that's up on that ledge.
So we don't know about the chest, only Alpha does, and we're just yammering and talking about.
Yeah, you're trying to decide. Okay. You'd also have to go past. You'd have to go past the partly open stone door that Nihilor
the Mind Flayer went through.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, careful! That's the door that thing went through.
I think yes. Go after it.
I mean, there's a bunch of us.
So what do you think is going to happen when you take him away from him?
Alright guys, I think we should go back the way we came.
Well, hang on. Why don't we... So I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to say very quietly, Senator Kirby, thank you for saving my life. I really mean that. Really, really thank you. And then I want to sort of sneak up to the door that the creepy thing disappeared and just like do a little stealthy peek just to like see if I can see what's through the door.
Roll a stealth.
Guys, shh. Let's go see what's through the door.
Guys, we're free. We need to go.
Being stealthy, it's fine.
I'm very sneaky.
Yes.
Sometimes. Oh, I rolled a 1, which plus my natural 4 is a 5.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You slowly walk up to the door, and there was actually a loose stone on the ground, and your foot completely goes in, and you see Fitz just kind of face plant right onto the ground in front of the door, and your head is looking in through the door from the side.
Great stealth.
What you see is a room. Looks like it has 3 exits where across from the room in the diagonal direction you see stairs going up into some other room that you can't see where you are, and then there's 2 doors that go off in other directions in that room. So there's a total of 3 ways to go from that room. In the center of the room, you see this pillar that seems to go up from the middle of the room, and it seems to be part of the room. It's stone, almost like it's built into the floor. And that's the only thing you see in the room.
Ooh. Can I do a perception check on the pillar to see if there's anything magical or strange about it?
Do you want to get up and... Do you want to stand up to get a better perspective?
No, I'm quite creeped out. I just want to look with my head through the door and just perceive it from here.
Yeah. You can roll a perception check. Just from taking a minute, you can also see that it seems to be some type of pillar that gets a little wider at the top, and then there's something on top you can't really see from where you are.
I'm going to whisper this to everyone. Guys, it's our old nemesis stairs, but also 2 other doors and also a big pillar in the middle that seems to get wider at the top.
It goes about 3 feet high.
It's only about 3 feet high. Okay,
See,
well...
I'm wondering if we can find a quicker way to the surface to get out of these sewers by pressing forward rather than doubling back. I mean, there was that manhole escape, but I don't know. I'm not smart. I'm just a paladin. Should we go headlong into danger, or should we head back?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Greyhide, I think we should go headlong into danger.
But that's kind of dangerous, isn't it?
It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
We do also have...
Rainier, actually,
weird?
no, Rainier is just sticking around Floon, almost like just following him. He even still has his rapier out. He hasn't bothered to put it away. It's just kind of dragging on the ground. And
Does he look back to normal?
No, Floon finally speaks up after a bit of this, and he says in a normal, non-stealthy voice, "Friends, what have you done to Rainier? Is this you?" And
I think it was that mind flayer. he cast a spell on us or
I
something.
said it. In the moment we kill it, don't you think that he'd go back to normal? If we take him away, you don't know what he would do. Could resort to violence. He could be angry.
Need I remind you that we are getting paid to recover Floon, not Rainier. So the well-being of Rainier, he's our friend, but we don't have to bring him back in one piece.
You would have given Rainier over and taken Floon and gotten out before.
Yeah,
I think we should tie up Rainier just until
I think Floon can handle Rainier. Rainier seems like an innocent child right now.
No,
I
he's
agree.
like
Can
a
handle Rainier.
What's the
So-
worst
I'm
that he
speaking
could
out
do?
loud.
So did you all go with Rainier to save me?
Yes.
Idiot.
We're hired by
I
your
am
friend.
hurt by that, but also very happy that you did so.
Sorry for saying that. I was very frustrated at the time.
We're all
We need to get Rainier to probably a priest or something. I don't know. What do people do in these situations?
We probably should get Rainier to a priest or
We
something.
end the cause.
Well,
I need
Alpha
a
likes
drink.
to stab them in the back once they become slightly inconvenient.
Tricky
Murder
bastard.
them.
Protect us. All I said was we should tie him up, and he can walk. Just his hands.
Remember what you did to Tricky Bird, our good friend Tricky Bird? Yeah.
Why
I
don't we...
think he's okay. I mean, he'll follow me. It looks like he likes me. He remembers me, but he's like an
really
animal.
likes
I
you.
think he'll be okay.
I just think there's too much we don't know.
Well,
Okay.
that's what happens when you go
What?
headlong
No.
into danger.
Greyhide, it's really getting hard to stand behind you on the headlong into danger part when you go like that. But here, we need to take down whatever put him in this state of mind. If we go and if we proceed, he could not only put us in danger, but others. Is it worth it? I don't think so.
I think we should press ahead, but we should avoid that mind flayer if we come across him, unless we
Well,
absolutely have to fight him.
The problem is, if we find the Mind Flayer, we're going to kill each other. I've tried it. I know what happens. It's not a good
Not
time.
everyone is going to kill each other. Thank you.
Someone can roll
try.
someone can either Zenokobi can roll a knowledge what do you call it? Arcane. Just arcane roll if you want. Everybody else can also roll it, but at disadvantage since they're probably not trained in it.
Right.
That's fair.
There we go.
Knowledge of Arcana. I'm a little bit trained.
So
I rolled.
18
That's poor.
Let's see.
or
10.
Kobe did well.
Yes, I did.
Where's
Well,
Kobe's?
someone
Okay.
has
Oh,
been
yes.
trained in magic.
Yeah. So,
Amazing.
Zinakobi, you do know that there are spells that will effectively remove your intelligence and take you down to an animal level of intelligence.
Bazinga.
So, you know that from your experience, they are either permanent or they are a certain amount of time.
All right, guys. From what I can see right here, from the many years that I've studied under high elves, wizards, warlords of all kinds. Oh, you listen.
Sure.
It is obvious that Raina is under some spell. And that spell, unfortunately, has put him down to a more of an animalistic half-shift of a man. Meaning we can't just bring him back and leave him like this.
Well, he's like harmless as a puppy. Like he's an animal. Like
You
he's like
think
a
he's
puppy.
harmless? He's not put away his rapier. He's not put away his anger. You do not know this.
Yeah, he's still dragging it behind him.
Doesn't-
Like he doesn't know
Okay,
that he's supposed to put it away.
I want to go and just tie up his hands. I'm not like knocking him out or anything, guys, but I'm gonna go.
Or you
and
could just take the rapier away from him kindly and just ask,
and
hey,
also-
maybe Floon can hold the rapier
Yes,
for
tell
him.
Flu-
You know?
Yeah, he
Flu,
can
just
follow
take the
us,
rapier.
and his hands can be tied because
You're not
we-
tying any hands.
Floon
I
will-
am
No.
against tying.
Floon will go take the rapier, and you see Floon hold the rapier, kind of like a knife, kind of. And he's like, "Yes, I can help fight if needed." And it's clear
Okay.
he has no idea how to use this thing.
You
Okay,
are
I'm going to.
so
I
pretty.
just tie up his
Flu.
hands.
So
I ignore
pretty.
it, and I just go to tie up.
Roll an animal handling.
Ooh, I feel like she's good at that sort of thing. Can I also roll a perception check to see if I too see the
11.
chest? 7.
Yes, if you want to take the time, you can. Now that you feel like you're not as in much danger, you can take the time to go look around the room a bit. You can certainly do that.
I'll do it too.
Go ahead and roll.
May I do that as well?
Never get out
let's
of
see.
here.
I've rolled very well.
Surprisingly, he
Ooh.
actually does let you kind of tie his hands. He resists a little bit, and Floon comes over and helps you,
Aw.
and says,
It's just,
he's like, "It's all right, Rainier. It's all right. You'll be fine. This is just for your own good."
just for now, till we know more.
Let's see. Greyhide, definitely. He takes a look around, and suddenly you're like, "Hey, there's a chest behind that throne."
Yes.
With a 21, you'll also notice that the half-orc, which is in the doorway from where you came in, also has a coin purse on him.
Woo!
Well, I'm not
Um,
above mugging a body. Just gonna say that.
Is it technically mugging if it's dead?
But we
I'll
did
go
get
for the
him
chest if I can. Can I open the chest?
You
Or-
certainly can.
Yeah.
Greyhide walks up to the chest,
Oh boy.
bends over to open it, and immediately when that happens, nothing actually happens. Except you see in there, you see 2 potions of healing, as well as what seems to be some gold pieces. After taking a bit of time to count them, you see there's 84 gold pieces there.
Oh.
Very
that's
nice.
alright.
That's 21 apiece. We're not going to be sharing with the Floonster or Rainier, but the 4 party members, let's each take 21 gold.
Can we give a
Shall we?
healing potion to Rainier? What do you think? Can we? Can we give him one?
That wouldn't work because it's a mind affliction. It's not hit points.
Might still have him feeling chipper.
Well, I'd rather take a little swig and get 3 hit points out of it too because I'm still injured as well. So
Alright,
Oh
fair
yeah,
enough.
I'm somehow injured too. I forgot. From last
Oh,
time.
yeah. You didn't
Well,
heal
I'll put
completely
you on
from the
one.
last time.
So I'm going to go frisk the body of our orc friend, looking for money and clues.
Alrighty. You do
Right.
find a pouch. It only has 5 gold in it.
Hmm.
But also on
disappointing.
him, he seems disgusting. Like dirt everywhere on him. Looks like he hasn't washed his clothes in a long time.
Oh, this
But
poor fellow. He has not
Out
been
from
doing
under
well.
his belt, you pull out this poorly binded spell book that he has, and flipping through it, it seems to have a few spells in it.
Okay. Hey guys, I found a spell book. Does someone who knows about magic, want to have a look at this?
I'm sure I can help.
Also, gold, more gold. We're all so rich.
All right.
You look through the spell book, and Zinakobi, you recognize some of these spells. Although you particularly do not use spell books, most of your magic comes from tinkering with different types of stuff. You do recognize what spells are in here because you know you're knowledgeable enough about the arcane to read spells, which is you see Burning Hands, Disguise Self, False Life, Shield, Unseen Servant, and Witch Bolt in that spell book.
And I know these, though I don't practice often.
Yeah. You see some of those, and you're like, oh yeah, I can use my alchemy kit to do the same thing.
I could definitely use my alchemy kit to do the same thing.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in our group chat, so that if it's needed for some reason, otherwise we can deal with it later.
Splendid. Well, I'm no wizard, but maybe we can sell it, I guess.
Sell it? No, keep it.
Keep it for what? What's it going to do?
I'll keep it.
So
Oh,
eventually,
Guys,
go ahead.
Alright.
I was just thinking, I don't know, does any of you guys need like samples? Do you guys do potions and stuff? I don't know what everybody. Because maybe you need like samples from like orc blood or
Exactly.
all that stuff. I don't know if anybody.
Oh, you said. Oh.
I don't know if you want to bleed this fellow. He's not been living very well.
He's already been
find all of
bleeding.
this unsavory. Dealing with blood.
I'm
ugh.
not. It's not my
You can-
territory. But
You can roll your alchemy kit skill, Zinakobi, if you want. It would be 2 plus your intelligence bonus to whatever you roll.
How do I do?
Oh.
Sorry.
You can just roll a straight d20. Actually, you can just roll your arcane skill. It's the exact same bonus. Yeah, with a 15, you can't think of any potions particularly that need specifically half-orc blood or anything like that.
I don't think we need it, but if you want to, if you feel like we could benefit from it in the future, go ahead.
I think we should press
Something we
on.
should carry.
As you look into the next room, you have that stone pillar, and when you get up, Fitz, you'd also see it. On top of it, it seems to have some type of circular indentation. Some of you, I didn't mention it before because I forgot, but the Mind Flayer was actually holding an orb that looked like the likeness of an eye, a lidless eye. And it looks like it was about the same size as the concave hole.
Yes.
Crevice.
Crevice on the stone pillar.
I think this is the room where that ugly crustacean purple fellow puts that large eye thing. I think we're in his psychic room.
Also, from that indentation, you see 5 equidistant lines going out from it, creating the symbol of Xanathar.
Oh my god.
Bigger.
What if all the Xanathar are being controlled by purple guys like him, and that's why their symbol is the 5 circles? Because it's actually what they use to put the big psychic balls in.
I think we should just focus on getting out of this place. Instead of solving the mystery, we're not going to defeat the Xanathars.
I agree with Greyhide. Our job, we were hired to get Floon back. And
There's
that's
all
how we
sorts
get
of stuff
paid,
I don't
and
understand.
That's what we should do.
Can I roll
Let's-
for perception or?
You can see from this room, there's 2 other doors that go out. You can search the room for any type of secret entrances or hidden alcoves or anything like that if you want.
All right.
You can either take a quick look with perception, or you can kind of go around and actually investigate it and use investigation, but that takes a little longer.
I'll use perception.
I think we should go up the stairs.
I'm gonna roll a perception check as well.
Okay.
What's up?
I will not because I'm closed-minded about all of this stuff. And getting
24.
frustrated.
24.
You can look down one of the halls, one of the rooms that go off. Oh, both of you actually see this. one of the rooms that go off from this room, it goes in a little short hallway, and at the end it seems to end at a wall. But even from where you are, you can see a crack in the wall, and you're pretty sure if you just went and pushed it, the wall would open. And that's going through one of the doors out of this place goes into a short hallway, and then you see that wall that you're pretty sure you could just push. You also see, if you went up slightly up the stairs on the exit, there was 3 exits, and the one that has some stairs going up, you'll see a small little room with the dead goblin that was killed through the arrow slit.
Ooh, let's go through the door. Let's push down the wall.
Let's get out of here. Push the first door.
Yes.
All right. You push open that secret door, supposedly.
I'm having a sword and my dagger drawn as we do this, just in case. Carry on.
And as you go through it, you realize you're back in the sewer, a foot deep of sludge and sewer. The door opens and you look out, and that original ledge where Tricky Bastard ran onto, also around that column with the two-way intersection where this all started, is right where you are when you go out this door.
Guys, we should go back the way we came and get Tricky Bastard. He's still tied up in that ugly room.
We're leaving Tricky Bastard.
I think we leave Tricky Bastard behind and we go for the manhole. We climb up the ladder and go to the manhole.
We have too many bodies now to take care of.
What if he starves? Okay, I'll meet you guys. I'm going to run back.
Just a reminder, since it was a while ago, and you can totally just ignore them if you want. I'm not saying you have to, but your characters would remember that the captain of the guard said any crime that Tricky Bastard commits, you will also be responsible for.
Any crime
we might want to go get Tricky Bastard. Yes, we might want to get Tricky Bastard.
He's unconscious.
Why did we bring the bird?
He's unconscious.
Really?
Why did we have...
Really? How are we going to get into this? Well, I said we should take the bird.
Tricky Bird's like the catalyst for all arguments. Tricky Bastard.
Jeffrey is already... He's ran after him. That's already...
I'm going to run up the thing and down the stairs and over to the straw room where Tricky Bastard is while they argue about it.
You go back to the bedroom where...
without rolling for it.
See? I'm good at stairs. Everybody has the skills in life. That's
mine. I believe you in combination rolled a 12 total for the survival check to tie him up.
Did we?
Let's see what Tricky Bastard does. Oh, that's close.
Survival? I didn't roll survival. Should I roll survival?
We were tying him up.
Yeah, you and I think Fitz both did. And the highest you guys got was 12. You blamed it on being knocked out and waking back up.
I was drunk.
From my 2 hours ago.
As you're running forward, Fitz, you hear kind of like a thump thump, and then you run into the room and you don't see Tricky Bastard there.
Damn. Can I peek into the next room where the big gray ugly guy was?
Yeah, roll a perception.
Okay, rolling perception.
This is a mess.
What Tricky Bastard.
I think we all gotta go for him now.
Okay, I've got a 10.
Is anyone else heading that way too, or no?
I'm going to head that way as well.
I think we also need to get these two guys to safety. Want to split up?
I'm with Alpha. I'll go with Alpha to get these guys to safety. If it means splitting up.
Okay, so you all have start heading back the way you came, the hour or so trek through the sewers.
Yeah, we'll get started on that, and the rest of you guys can go after Tricky Bastard.
What about Xenocobi? Are you going to help with Tricky, or are you going to go with the rest?
I'm going to go help with Tricky Bastard.
Okay, so Fitz and
Xenocobi.
You see Tricky.
I don't trust you.
What?
I'm getting. You see Tricky as someone who's pretty good at stealthing, Fitz. You think it's kind of ridiculous because you see Tricky like hiding behind a barrel, but you clearly see the top of his head and one of his wing-like arms sticking out from the barrel.
So cute.
Oh god. Easy.
Okay, so I'm going to stealth up behind Tricky, and then I'm going to grab him.
Okay. By this time, Zinakobi, you've probably caught up while this was going on, just to see whatever occurs right now happen.
Right.
Yeah, so Tricky is also kind of trying to pay attention to you, hoping that maybe you don't see him. Roll a stealth.
Ooh, all right.
Get our bird, buddy.
His
Get him.
perception.
Get him back.
He rolled a bad perception.
13.
Ooh.
Oh, it's close, but it's too late. By the time he locks eyes with you, you're already on him. Roll an athletics if you want to grab him.
Yes. But while I grab him, I'm gonna say, tricky bastard, you gotta come with us. Don't worry, no hard feelings. No one's gonna. I roll a 9.
Oh,
Nah.
cocked eye.
Too much chatter.
Should have just shot him, like
should
you,
just-
Alpha.
Stepped aside.
He rolled a 9 as well, actually. And so, Zinakobi, you go up and you see, you look around the corner and you see Fitz and Tricky Bastard doing this thing,
Oh,
trying to grab at each other.
No, come on!
And Tricky Bastard's like, and like pushing it away as he did.
Damn it, Tricky! I'm trying to help you. Just
kidding me.
what? No,
No, it's a
You
bird.
He's very slippery. He's a tricky bastard.
Slippery.
It's in
He's a
his
slippery
name.
bastard.
He's a slippery, tricky bastard.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
Grab him by
wanna-
the plumage. The plumage.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
All right. Unless
trying
Zinakobi,
to
unless you want to
grab
do
him
anything
again.
while this is occurring.
I
we'll just
would.
roll it.
I would. Can I go ahead and
I imagine the
Good,
Benny
because I
Hill
just
music
rolled
is
a
playing in
3.
the background for all of this.
You want to do what?
broadsword strike to kind of knock Tricky Bear down a bit? No, a melee attack. I'm just gonna go ahead and square
Oh yeah,
punch him.
do it.
Yes.
You walk. You
That's
run
some
up
aggression
there.
right there.
I run up and I go, let me show you how to punch. First of all,
Yeah, so the
Bam!
bird actually takes Fitz's arm and pushes it and makes you slightly off balance. And then turns around to leave and gets smacked right by Zinakobi, right in the side of the beak. And you see it kind of swivel around and kind of like do this little, and then falls over unconscious.
Nice.
Well, that was...
Finally.
Yeah.
I kind of regret not going along on this little bird-brained adventure.
I assume you weren't doing lethal. You weren't trying to do lethal damage.
no, of course
Okay.
not. Just psychological damage.
Just so you guys know, in D&D, if you ever make a melee attack, attack when you're right next to each other, you can always choose to say, I want to do it with non-lethal damage.
I would like to do with non-lethal damage, just
Right.
enough to try
I
it.
figured you would do that here, yeah.
All right.
Friend.
So I'm going to, fireman pick up this stupid, tricky bastard and throw him over my shoulder. And, I'm going to strike a pose and I'm going to say, well, shall we be off then?
We shall. Let's just go, please.
It looks really strange as he's carrying Tricky Bastard, but because you realize it's kind of pressing in onto his shoulders, not quite like you'd expect, but just looks a little off. Strange.
First of all, I'd like to ask you a question.
This is strange.
Yes? Oh,
Who
yeah.
are you, sir? You seem a bit off. No? Your armor is a bit off.
What? No.
Carry a bit off.
That's...
Are you? Can I roll for perception? Maybe he has like an image on top of him, or he's cast a spell.
You
to
can
make
roll. You can roll investigation if you want.
I would love to investigate you, sir.
Oh,
Whoa.
it's,
That's like rolling for seduce.
quite
right
warm
there.
in these sewers, isn't it?
I'm rolling for an investigation.
I'm rolling for
Oh,
this.
that means Greyhide feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much.
Although I'm already
He has
peeved
them there.
and I'm
You
tired.
You can make whatever assumptions you can make from what you've seen, but
Yes. Keep your
Yeah.
secrets. Fine.
you assume it's some type of an illusion
Five.
probably at this point. But
I am catching on to you, by the way. You cannot keep running from my questions. You cannot keep running from the obvious truth.
I will tell you things at some point.
I will tell the group things when I see them.
Must we do that?
Must we?
I'm just trying to keep it low, try to sort of...
Aren't we all?
Well-
I don't trust you. Remember that.
I want to trust you, but I don't either, so I'm not...
Brilliant.
Well, great. This is
Well,
good
great.
talk. Thanks for punching the bird and saving my life earlier.
Thanks for trying to kill my life twice.
I saved your life once. Remember in the warehouse?
Will you two just hurry up and piss? I know I'm not in the same room with you two, but just hurry up and piss.
This is a sidebar.
Wow.
You hear down in the sewers echoing, "Will you two just hurry up?"
I suppose we just keep walking then.
I just had a feeling that they were having a little spat, and I just,
I had a feeling.
Well, all right. Just gonna
Greyhide.
walk through the sewage with this
Shouldn't
bird.
be too long to get a chicken.
Yeah. Eventually, you
Well,
do
will
catch
will we hear any sort of chicken feathers in the background, or will we have any idea that they maybe have caught the bird? Should I roll perception so we should double back and get them and regroup, or are we too far ahead?
Greyhide, from down the sewer you hear, "We caught the bloody freaking bird.
And we also got Tricky Bastard!
What do you make of it?
What are you trying to say with that?
Shall we go and regroup with the tricky bastard?
You all can meet up. We'll just assume you work out the logistics, and you make it an hour back through the sewer, backtracking the way you came in. You're able to
Anybody
climb
else
up the
want to
sewer grate. By this time,
Great.
it's great. By this time, it's pretty much probably like 4 a.m. or something like that. The sun is still pitch black, and you get up out of the grate onto the street with that one flickering light that's in the alleyway, with everything else being dark.
In the meantime, can Tricky Bastard wake up so that I can take him off my arm, which is getting tired, and tie his hands and have him just walk in front
Oh
of
yeah,
us?
I would assume you try to tie his hands before he wakes up.
That's a great idea. Let's pretend I did.
But we're talking about Fitz.
Who's gonna try to tie his hands?
Maybe one of you did it.
He is a tricky bastard. Who's gonna try to tie his hands up?
We can just let him run loose. You know,
I can do it.
I think his part of
I'll
the
do it.
adventure is over. We should let him
do
run
it.
free. You know, I think he's out. We're
is
out of the
it animal
sewers. He's in
handling?
safety.
It's survival.
They
Real
were
pieces generally
beating
survive.
We
around.
should turn him back in.
Oh yeah, this time you're fully aware. It's been a while. You've come back to yourself, and easy knot. You're like, oh, of course this is the correct knot to do when you tie someone up.
Nice tying, Alpha. You
Oh.
really tie knots.
No.
How close am I to Greyhide?
Yes, I have some experience in the matter. Anyway, okay, we need to get this bird back, and then we need to get Floon back, and we need to get paid.
So where are you going first?
I would also really like to book a bed for the night. Maybe a little bit of a
Guys, you need to get
shower.
rid of this.
What?
Rid
I
of
don't-
this bird first.
Well,
you
maybe
hear in the distance, as it starts, you hear a lightning bolt go off and thunder that follows, and you realize it starts to rain.
Well,
Of course it does. Of course it does. Anything else?
It's almost refreshing though. You can feel like the sewage is just washing off of you to some degree.
Well, I don't know about you, but I wanna bring Floon back to the tavern where we can collect our rewards. You know,
Floon
We
will
can
say-
No, we can't.
Floon will say, "My friends, we need a drink. We probably also need a priest, probably a bath, but most importantly, a drink."
I like the way you think, Flooney. To the bar!
That's
So to
not a good idea,
the
actually. We don't-
gaping chasm, the one with the big hole in the middle, right? We're going to that one.
Yes,
Yes.
The yawning portal.
The
Wait.
yawning portal, not the gaping chasm.
no,
That
the
sounds way
gaping
worse.
chasm is something else.
Sounds,
Yes.
sounds much worse.
That could be taken the wrong way.
Absolutely terrible.
You know,
Yes, it can. Yes, we can. Okay, we tell
Also
Floon that
enticing.
we know of a great bar tavern where we can go to. Okay, but we do need to offload this bird back to
Thank you.
the
Yes,
captain. We cannot bring him. We cannot no longer be responsible
Well,
for him.
we should just keep our eyes open for the constables on the way to the bar. I'm sure we'll see some law enforcement people. I don't want to, you know. We'll
Greyhide.
keep them with us.
Your lack of vigor.
We also have Rainier that is not in his best state at the moment. We
He
gotta figure
needs
that
a
out.
drink. He just needs a drink or an exorcist.
Well, probably an exorcist.
Either
Okay,
or.
let's just go to the
Floon's
gaping
knowledge.
chasm or whatever and just see what happens.
No, it's
I'm-
the gaping
uh,
orifice. It's an orifice,
Wait,
not a
it's
chasm.
now called Goatsy, so yeah, sorry.
Goatsy? Did they change the name while we were away?
No, sorry, it's a terrible internet joke.
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm trying to plug
I don't use the internet. I'm from the 80s, so...
This is probably a great time to take a break, and we'll pick up on the way back to the yawning portal.
Right.
Sounds
All right.
Woo!
Break
Okay.
time.
Break time.
Oh,
Just to remind
No, no, I need to
everybody, this is how Greyhide fights stairs. I just like
Well,
to
to be
remind people.
fair, I wasn't trying to fight the stairs. I was trying to climb them, and then the stairs attacked me, so...
Oh my.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right.
You were trying to...
And everybody else, too.
Yes.
I mean, except me, but, you know. We can't all be
Got it.
dicks,
The shared
Chris.
give me trauma.
All right, 5 minutes? Sound good?
5
See
minutes.
you here in 5 minutes.
That was 10, but I meant 5.
No, that's fine.
All right, see you in 5, folks.
I'm going to go ahead and play that ad for game night while we're gone. Why not?
Excellent.
Yummy.
I'm all alone. Let's see. Ooh, look at all those people chatting. Yes, Xena and Greyhide always have issues. Gotham's assassin says, Leroy Jenkins. Loki Katomi says, go forward, you wuss paladins, afraid of their shadow unless it's a shadow demon. Yeah, valid. Wicked Dreamer says this game could be called The Demise of Fitzjoffrey. That's probably true. Oh no, it cut off the rest of the chat. How lame. I have to go somewhere else to find it. Let's see. Yeah, pause that. Oh, look at all them chatters. Wow, people in the chat really thought they were some scaredy cats not wanting to go after the tentacle monster. Loki says... Oh, actually that's... The moderator says birds are friends. Loki replies, birds aren't real. That's true. I hate birds. They're foul.
Oh my god.
You laughed. You can't take it back.
They are pretty well. I need to take out my teeth because I'm eating.
Have you guys heard the joke?
My grandmother says that
My
sometimes.
life is a joke.
The Descartes, the philosopher, walked into a bar and he got a drink. The bartender asked him, "Would you like another?" And he says, "I think not," and he disappears.
Some of it. I'm gonna give him a little bit.
What?
No?
Nice. Yeah,
He's the one who said, "I think, therefore I am."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's done after this.
It's a terrible joke. I'm sorry about that.
Then he, no, it's fine. I get it.
A better one is two guys walk into a bar. You think the second one would have ducked?
Ducks.
Did you missed my other joke? My other joke. I said I hate birds because they're foul. It's good.
Fantastic. Splendid. I love it. Trying to think if I know any jokes like that. Terrible jokes.
Hey,
I
everybody.
don't know. I know that Descartes actually died because he told everyone he doesn't wake up before noon, and if he does, he will die. And then at one point, the queen he was working for had him awoken before noon, and he died immediately of a heart attack out of spite.
Rene Descartes, that's how he died?
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. Wow.
Not
Well, you
great.
know,
I mean, he
Um,
went out, with... He
That's one way to do
stuck
it.
to his guns.
I'll be
Amazing.
right back.
I brought something to eat here. I'm not going to eat in an unsettling way or anything. I also brought a sandwich and some Canada Dry here. So
Wait, you're not going to eat it in an unsettling way, so you're going to eat it in a sexy way?
yeah, I don't. I'm not going to eat this in an unsettling way. Or anything. it's an actual thing. It's actually food.
What is it?
Nothing, it's just a veal wiener. It's a German thing. There's nothing strange about this.
Okay.
About
Not
the
at
way
all.
I'm eating it.
No?
I think we lost Zenakobe.
I tried to
What?
leave my room to go get a snack, but my dog is guarding the door and he's sleeping, and if I wake him, then
Mm-hmm.
he's never
Hmm.
gonna settle down. He's just gonna whine, and
That's fair.
so
I've been doing that thing where you only eat once a day. So, like, I ate a lot around 3 o'clock today. And that's it. That's my eating.
like
Intermittent fasting.
intermittent
Yeah.
fasting.
Basically, yeah.
It's
I
like,
do that sometimes. And I do once a month. I do a 36
if we're gonna label it, sure.
Pretty awesome too.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be healthy, you know? I don't know if it is when it's paired with, like, gross amounts of cat. Oh, wow. Is this
Cat
like a
food?
little,
You're gonna
like,
say cat
duel
food?
here? Like a little duel of... A little sausage duel? Oh.
No.
I
This
think
is
that's a dog
food.
food.
What?
Sausage duel.
Sausage duel. That's next week.
Is it?
Here. Come on.
I attack. It's an unarmed attack as a sausage duel.
Oh, I have a white
Let's
German
make that.
Shepherd husky mix. He's an old man. But when he's awake, sometimes he like wants things. So now he's sleeping, so it's good for me.
Who's sausage dueling?
I'm not doing anything with sausages.
On guard.
Hey, anything can be content.
What?
Yeah.
Raw.
What's it
That
making?
sausage looks raw.
Good.
There's a place on the internet for that.
And it's
There is
not
now.
on
It's
Twitch.
right here.
Exactly, Carlos. Fasting
I
23
don't know
hours.
how I feel about that, guys.
Oh, wow.
Fasting 23 hours. What?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't
That's
I've actually
right.
been
It's very good for you. Yeah.
I've been doing paleo for about 10 years now.
know. Ooh, how's that?
Does anybody in chat? Anybody's watching in
Seems
chat?
pretty
Does
good.
anybody else have like pets? I'd just like to know.
Pet chat?
We have a catapulting cat.
Catapulting.
We do.
I
Yeah,
basically have done
Catapulting.
paleo for about 10 years too, but we
Nice.
cheat from time to time, but we never have we never have sugar or bread in the house. And but if we go to someone's house and they offer something with it, we don't say no. We're like,
That's how we are. We're exactly
Yeah.
the same way. Yeah.
Damn.
I don't want to be that guy. It's like, excuse me, I'm not going to eat this.
Yeah. But for the food in our house, which we can control, like all the cooking that we do, we keep it strictly paleo. So
What does that mean exactly?
Basically, it's avoiding grains more than anything. It's sort of the idea of
Did you have a cat or dog?
the way we
Gotham's
ate
assassin.
before.
What did you have?
Not anymore. Aw.
Nice.
As
Yeah.
long as you eat the right foods in that hour of eating, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Loki, oh my god.
Yeah,
That was
but
nice one. Aw.
Great Dane. Mm.
Those are beautiful.
Great Dane. I love them.
my brother had a Great Dane.
Oh, they're great.
My brother had a
For
They
lack
are
of a better
great.
word, they're great. Yeah, they
oh,
are
get
great.
it? Yeah, my brother had a Great Dane and a British Mastiff.
Aw.
Nice.
They were huge,
Ooh.
and that dog was the
They were
biggest
like
wuss.
it was like a mix, or he had a Great Dane and a
Two
Mastiff.
dogs. Two dogs,
Okay.
Great Dane
I have
and
a German
another dog.
Shepherd
It was a British
And
Mastiff.
rescue 4 terrier mix.
Four.
That- he was-
You got 5 dogs.
Oh wow.
I have 1 dog, and he's already so much.
Yeah.
This is the teleporting cat.
Oh, catapulting cat. Where? Yep. He's
Cat
not here.
uses cataport.
Here. Oh, damn it.
Yeah,
Um,
and you're tricked and north.
We had a medium-sized mix. I have no idea what type of dog he was, but he came with a house we bought.
That's terrible.
The owner couldn't take the dog with her to the nursing home or whatever it was, and
Oh,
so we took it.
that's kind of sweet of you guys.
Carlitos, how old are your dogs?
You guys.
My buddy.
Oh, look at that! It's Charles.
I just want to show off my buddy Charlie here. He's not going to stop.
Now I wish I had my cat so I could bring it up too and have a whole
He's
top
like-
row.
Unhand to me. Unhand to me.
Wave to each other, cat people.
See, Zinikobi's cat looks more like our cat, which is like he'll deal with you messing with him for a while. He won't look happy while he does it, but he'll deal with it.
Genius, just like, he will be held.
This.
And anyone can be held.
He will be held.
Yes,
Have
he
you
will
guys-
be held. He will sit on you. He will
Wow.
find. He has jumped from the floor up to my shoulder
Oh wow,
just
That's
to be next
impressive.
to me.
that's
That's
crazy.
kind of cute. Psychotic, but cute.
Terrifying.
Those are good ages.
Yeah, Carlitos.
Are they all
Nice.
healthy?
Getting up.
Aww.
All right, so while the dungeon master shows his cat,
No.
is that
Now.
Are we? Are you back, Reha? You just have
It's
camera
only the
off,
one
or is you
cat,
gone?
remember?
Mark is still here. Oh, okay. He's just eating
Yeah, I'm
his
just
wieners.
eating. You know, it's just not, you know.
He's
So
just
really
I,
gone.
I think the disconnect thing was me using my Surface connecting to my computer for some reason, so I'll have to figure that out before next time. Because whenever I connected my Surface to draw on, it just like completely closed my internet connection for a second. Not sure why. So I'll avoid that this time until I figure out what to do about that. And I think that was the cause. So
Snack time.
we left off. We were in the dock ward. You were walking through the dock ward to get back. You said you're going to look to see if you can find any guards that are on watch, possibly.
Yeah.
As we-
The
Yes.
city watch.
as we wander through, you know?
All right.
Hello, law enforcement. Hello.
Oh, there!
Any
Law
priests?
We're
enforcement!
looking,
Priests?
we're looking
Anyone?
for,
Would
name?
would Greyhide, being from a semi-religious order, being a paladin, would he know of any priests or have an idea of where to find a good exorcist at this part of the city? Would that be in his?
The most
Purview.
common place in Neverwinter you would know is the Tyr Church. Sorry, that was terrible. The Church of Tyr. I can't remember the exact name of it, but basically the church that the priesthood that worships Tyr is the biggest known priesthood in the city. But there are many others. That's just the biggest one.
The biggest one.
And
So
that's in
we'll keep our eyes open on the walk to see if there's any sort of small
Hello, German Shepherd.
temple-ish thing that, you know, because I'm starting to feel for Rainier too, that he's possibly, you know, we might want to keep our eye open to help
Let's
him out.
ask let's ask that 100-year-old badass at the yawning crevice or whatever. He'll know where to take this fellow.
And we can order a drink as well. We can
That's-
have an ale.
We can talk
That's
about
a
things
good
that we
idea,
do
Fitz.
as
That's
a group.
not a bad suggestion.
So you'll eventually go up to a guard. He seems to just be idly patrolling the street. Him and two other guards. They seem pretty cautious, actually. You've been in the city for a while, and you know before this gang warfare started breaking out, you would notice the guards are kind of they kind of walk around, but they're not actively looking. They're not too worried. Right now, the guards seem to be like they're actively looking for threats and such. And they do notice you on the streets and pay attention to you.
Hello, law enforcement. We come in peace.
And we bring it.
Beaten up, damaged
Wait.
birds that we've abused
We need to talk
somewhat.
specifically to what's the captain's name?
Oh,
We originally
Captain
spoke to-
Tryhard. Yes.
Captain Fryhard.
Staggett. Captain Staggett.
Captain
I was
Staggett. So
gonna
ask
say
for
that.
we could ask for Captain Staggett. Do you know where we can find him?
Yes, you can take him to the barracks. I'm sure he might be there. He might be home. I'm actually not sure. It's pretty late.
Can we just give you this bird and tell you to
No.
take it? What? They'll just bring him the
Technically,
bird?
we're giving it to law enforcement, so
Is that a kinku you
it's
have
a
with you?
kiku, and it's an evil one.
It's not evil. It's just critically misunderstood.
Do you- Well, most of the kinku we've seen in the city belong to the Xanathar guild. Or gang.
He was, which makes him a wonderful informant. So you should treat him very, very nicely and ask him all kinds of questions.
The bird looks up at Greyhide and says, I think we should take the bird with us.
The bird
No.
wants
No,
Ricky.
He could
No.
You have
Clearsign.
tweeted your
Chris,
way into my heart. I
See?
could never let this
Fine.
guy go.
No, Clearsign.
Let's untie him. Let's bring him along and have a beer with him.
Well, okay, let's not untie him. But let's.
No.
Maybe we find Captain Stagger and give him the bird and call it a done deal.
We have to go all the way to the barracks.
See, now I've just
I
fallen
don't
in
think
love
it's
with this
that
bird
far.
again. I don't know. He's
Greyhide.
How far is the
got a
barrack?
hold on me, you know.
The bird says, no, I just fallen in love with the bird.
No, you're not falling in love with the bird. The bird is
I
not a
don't
friend.
know. He might be playing you, Greyhide. He might be playing you.
Right.
Vote to
Maybe
find
he is.
Captain Staggett.
So, well, where are the barracks? How far are the barracks? I've
The
seen-
barracks are down this road. You make your way to the actual docks, and you go along that all the way to about the north end of the dock ward.
We're going to give you this bird. You're going to take the bird. And you're going to do whatever you want to the bird. We give it to law enforcement. Therefore, we are not privy to we're not privy. We're not attached to anything that it does. We gave it to law enforcement.
All
All
right,
right.
we'll take the bird into custody.
So long, tricky bird. You've been
Tell
a,
Captain Staggett to be good to it. It's a very...
Yes. He's
The
a
bird
loyal
looks back
good
at you
bird.
as it's going away. Its beak goes down a little bit, and it says, Xanathar sends its regards.
I knew it. I
As it
knew it.
goes off.
You bastard!
Fucking bastard.
Yeah.
See, Greyhide, it was
No.
playing you. You've been played.
Well, maybe the Xanathar guy is actually a really decent fellow. Maybe him giving
You're
us
mad.
regards or...
I think the Xanathar guy was the purple-headed thing that took over
The
my
thing?
head.
You hear
Big
Floon say in the back, Xanathar? Oh, that's Xanathar. Well, rumors have it that he's actually a beholder. And that's what the symbol means. You know, you got the circle and the 5 lines going out. It's all his eyes, you know, like a beholder. Rrr.
What's a beholder?
Loon.
It's one of those big eye things. It's got,
Loon,
it's
I
got
don't believe
tentacles
we
underneath.
properly met.
Okay,
Mhm.
let's just get back to the tavern.
Yes, I need a
Yeah?
drink.
I will
Rainer,
buy
come
everyone
along.
here drinks.
Well,
Okay, and then when we get there, Fitz had a good idea. We can ask the barkeep,
Durnan.
yes.
Yeah.
Durnan, what we can
100-year-old
do to help him.
badass.
All right. To speed things along, you make it to back to the yawning portal. You You open the doors. The juxtaposition of dark to light kind of blinds you slightly after being in the sewers for so long. And you see, across the way at a table, you see Volo still there, sitting at a table all this time. It's been 3 or 4 hours since you left.
This
kind
man
of
needs a life.
looking at his drink. As you walk in, he suddenly looks up and immediately stands up. The chair clatters backwards behind him, and he goes, "Floon! Oh, thank goodness you found Floon! Why is he so dirty? It doesn't matter." And he runs over to you all. He's kind of a pudgy, squat guy with a mustachio.
Okay, I stand in between the reunion because I want to be sure we get our money first.
Good thinking.
All right, he runs up and then comes to a stop like, "Oh, yes, thank you," and he tries to grab you by the elbows, like a gratitude gesture.
It's okay. I don't.
Yeah, and he says, "Thank you so much." Well, I have to inform you, I don't actually have the money, but let it never be said that Floon does not pay his debts. And he reaches behind him, and he pulls out this tube, and he kind of looks at it for a second and says, "I was gonna use this for my upcoming book called Specters and Spirits, but instead I think you should have it." And he pops off the lid on it, and he pulls out what's a sheet, and he shows it to you, and it seems to be a deed to a property. And he says, "Instead of giving you the gold, this is worth much more anyways. It's a property in the North Ward. It's a big manor, and supposedly it's haunted, but it's worth thousands. I tell you what, if you go to it, you can check it out tonight. It's not dangerous. You can check it out tonight, and if you like it, in the morning, we can go to the Magister, and you can sign it."
But we have to stay one night in a haunted manor first.
No, just go check it out.
Oh.
Make sure it's.
I like
you
the way
want
I
it.
said it better, but headlong into danger is what I say.
Technically, it's a place of lodgings, but at the same time,
Haunted though.
Oh,
This
jeez.
is
Oh,
great.
what are you afraid of? A ghost?
The
I
bottom
wanna
level
go-
used to be a tavern.
It used to
In
be a
the-
tavern.
The bottom level used to be a tavern, and the top 3 floors on top of that are actually all like residence. One big residence.
You know, we could start a hotel. We could go into the
No,
hotel business.
Yeah,
I'm not
this
going
this
into
could be
business.
our base of
No,
adventuring operations. I like
Yes.
this.
Take
You
it
know,
slow.
this-
Sell them
this
for
could
what
have
it's
turned out
worth.
well.
I mean,
Okay.
Hmm.
can
Well,
we?
you know.
No, I don't accept. I want to run a roll perception check, see if he's lying.
That would be insight.
Insight, see if he actually has money or not.
Go for it.
It's good thing. Honestly, I'm feeling a little duped as well. Although we did get like a lot of gold from the chest. So really,
Yes.
You
No,
don't-
no.
No,
No.
that's not how it works.
fine.
You don't
Real
see any
estate
hints
is
of-
worth a lot more than mere baubles and metal, right?
got
You don't
Yeah,
see any
it's
hints
cool.
of lying or anything like that. Nothing catches your mind that like he's lying or anything. Not with a 14.
Let's just take the mansion and sell it. It's probably worth a fair bit of money.
Not like a haunted mansion. We're not in real estate.
I think we should check it out. I
I
have a
guess we're
feeling
just
we're
gonna
going to
hold on.
discover something in there. That it's worth money, I'm saying.
I think we're just gonna hold on to Floon until you can find the money.
I think something else is up. Exactly.
Yeah.
Why is he sending
I'm
us
holding on.
information?
So
Hang
I
on a second
kind of-
here.
what's
Why
your
don't
point?
why don't I buy out your share of the
And
of the
why did you
ransom?
say it was safe?
And then what was it? We were supposed to get $50 gold each.
He said 100 gold each
Ooh,
when
that's
you
a
bring
lot.
back
Oh
Flown.
yes, go ahead. Buy out
That was
the
a lot.
very high.
That was a
So
lot.
I
That was a
turned to
lot.
Volo and I said, okay, well, I'm just gonna hold on to Floon until you can come up with the money.
He'll say, "What? This thing's worth thousands. And plus,
I
you
don't
can't
want
hold on to
to.
someone that's technically kidnapping them. It's against the law."
Kidnap.
Bring in
That's
contract with law.
Doing.
Well, how about this? Why don't we still need to go bring Rainier to a priest. Floon needs to come with us, because otherwise Rainier will not be able to handle reality. Why don't we just casually tell Volo that we'll talk about it when we get back from doing this priest thing?
I say we should hold on to the deed regardless, and we explore opportunities of getting our money. But we should hold on to the deed,
and we take Floon until we
I
get our
agree
money.
with Alpha.
Yeah.
Take
But
the
why,
deed
we
and
don't take Floon. Floon is free. He is not our
Floon is
prisoner.
not free.
We can
He's not
ask
free.
Floon to
Hey.
join us as we.
No, we're not going to ask
Floon is
him.
not free.
No, I
Floon
disagree.
will
fight
say,
you, Greyhound.
I am not a prisoner. I'm going to walk that way now and get a drink. And he starts
Oh,
walking off
no.
towards the
Nope.
bar.
No.
Nope.
Wait, it's fine.
No.
He's still gonna come with us to bring Rainier to the priest.
Bitch,
Yes.
what if he goes to the bar?
We didn't even agree we're going to a priest.
I'm going to
Okay.
follow Floon. I'm going to tail Floon to the bar, and I'm going to make sure that I've got him on one side, Rainier on the other, and a drink in both hands.
I will do the same. I'll join you for a drink. And,
Drink in both hands?
Be arm in
Okay.
arm with
So
Floon.
I
We will not
grab
be kidnapping
Volo.
Floon. No, I stand for justice
grab-
and purity and the free markets.
Oh
of
my
Waterdeep.
God, Greyhide!
Buy me a
You
drink with a
you
moral
grab
backbone.
Volo?
Yeah,
Alpha?
and Volo, and I want to negotiate a little harder for him to get us the money, because I'm sure this guy is sneaky and he can find it. He's gambling all the time, and he's all these little things up his sleeve. I think he
He
can find us
probably
the money.
gambled away the money he
Absolutely.
was going to pay us.
He never had it.
You can
So
roll a
I think there's a
persuasion
way he
if you
can
want.
find his
or,
actual gold.
or how are you going about this? Are you trying to intimidate him? Are you trying to persuade him?
Seduction.
Well, I'm going to start by persuading him, and then we'll
Alrighty.
see.
And then we'll see. If you start waterboarding him, I'm going to say I'm out.
I'll join.
After all that you all just talked about with him, he eventually says, "Look, I really don't have the money. My book, Volo's Guide to Monsters, isn't doing so well anymore. I'm waiting for more print copies, but it's gonna take a while. I could possibly pay you in the future. Why don't you just take the place, and if it looks like it's worth enough money, you can sell it.
That's what I say we do.
Business
I prefer you
is-
keep it, but you can always sell it. It'll be yours. Your name's on the deed."
I'm just going to yell over my shoulder. Ask him more about this mansion. I want to hear about this mansion.
Yes.
It's a mansion, for fun.
I want to hear more about how he's going to get his gold.
The real gold is in the adventure that lies ahead,
Oh, no.
and friendship, and
Drown in the
decency.
And let Alpha ask a question.
Okay. Well, I think I want to keep. Then we got to keep Rainier and Floon, because amongst these guys, they have money and they can pay us.
Absolutely.
They can pay us what Volo promised, and that's what I told Volo.
As a
That he's gonna
paladin who
stay with
stands
us?
up for justice in this town, I cannot allow you to kidnap these
Justice.
people.
We're looking for our justice. We supplied theirs. Now we get ours.
We made a loose arrangement that was based on this man's word, and he didn't come through, but he presented us with another option that I
Never
think is
stop.
fair. We should take our friend Rainier to an exorcist and then go check out the haunted mansion.
Right. So we
That's
should
my call.
ask.
But I will not stand for kidnapping. If you try to proceed with kidnapping, I will flex my paladin muscles and stuff.
Durnan also speaks up and says, "And I will report this to the police. The guard, if this continues of this talk about kidnapping."
Who?
I'm going to lean into Durnan, and I'm going to say in a very coy way, by the way, our friend Raina had a bit of a run-in with a small brain puppy that gave him a headache, and now he's an idiot. Is there anything that you can recommend to bring the victim of a brain puppy? Is there a particular healing magician, or is there a god of brains with a temple we can...
Yes, a god of brains would be great.
Durnan actually thinks for a second, and you realize that something like clicks in his brain. He's like, what your friend has encountered is an Intellect Devourer. It has devoured his intellect.
Oh, yes.
There are things you can do. It is, in fact, permanent, but there are ways you can reverse it.
And what is the ways?
Well, you need some type of restoration spell. Your paladin friend could probably do it over there.
Oh god.
Wow, let me see.
Right.
This whole time.
I have lay on hands. That's just hit points though? That's not a restoration.
It's if you look at it, it's not just hit points. If you read the full description, you can spend
cure
5.
disease or neutralize it. And I did use it though already. I used it on
yeah,
myself.
you don't have it right now.
So I would, you know what? But if I take a nap in the mansion, when we wake up, I can restore him.
In the haunted mansion.
Haunted, you're right.
I honestly, why don't we just let's go to the mansion. Let's bring Floon and Raina with us because they have to anyway. Because we have to heal Raina in the morning.
It will be an invitation only, and we will. They will be our guests, and we will position
Yes.
it like that.
And we'll bring some tankards for the road. Yes?
Alpha, what do
Brandon,
you
can we get some tankards for the road?
Alpha, what do you think? Let the humans talk. What do you think?
Humans talk. What even is Alpha?
Really?
Alpha, are you a human?
We're selling.
Hold on. What are you? Let's talk about
We're
this.
selling. Guys,
Really
Okay.
an overweight
can we
middle-aged
stay on
human.
track here? Okay, we are only if we sell.
Okay.
I'm on board only if we agree to sell. I just want the gold. I'm not taking care of some house. We're not
Well,
a big
we'll
family
sell
here.
it
We met
If we're able to
6
find a
hours
buyer,
ago.
let's find
We'll
a
sell it-
buyer. But that's
we'll
a
sell
whole
it
other thing.
tomorrow.
But if we find a buyer and a fair price, absolutely we will sell.
I think we should go back after that purple-headed chap later.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Alrighty.
Floon and Raynar, you can just restore Raynar and then let him go. And just go for the house. We have no interest in them anymore. We're not getting any money from them. We're done.
Well, I can't restore
They're
him until I get a nice.
and they're
fleet.
idiots.
And they,
You can't. What?
I can't restore unless I get a long rest. I need to sleep.
Floon looks over when you say that, and he says, "I resemble that remark." Oh wait,
what a cutie. I want to ask Durnan one more thing.
You'll
I want
forget.
to say, Durnan, we've been hearing. I'm going to lean in and I'm going to say, Durnan, we went after the Zenithar and we saw a big purple-headed Cthulhu-faced thing who
We did.
controlled my brain. And are they what's in charge of the Zenithar, or is it one of those big eye things? And what do you know about the Zenithar? What are they doing?
did he see you? Did the Zenithar see you with his eyes?
Well, no, but the purple face thing did.
And it got away?
Yes.
What you and I assume you take some time to describe what you saw. And he says, "What you, my friend, saw was a mind flayer, or as the Drow call it, an illithid. They are brain-eating creatures. They make sense that you saw an Intellect Devourer. They actually use, as far as... let me see if you would know. Oh yeah, Durnan knows everything. They actually use Intellect Devourers in the sewers to take control of people. They can actually inhibit your mind and get into your head and eat your brain out and control the body. I hope you killed it.
I told you. What did I say? What did I say?
What? About what?
Whoa.
Kill the thing. Well, let's
Always
go back
killing
in
and
tomorrow.
kidnapping from this side of the room.
He was
over
talking
here.
about the disembodied brain, by the way, not the mind.
Oh, yes, we
Oh, we
killed
did
the
kill
brain
that.
Which we did kill.
Yeah.
Killed
We
him.
didn't, but we did
Never
not. We did
mind.
not even. We did not
Forget it.
have any contact with the mind flayer. Actually,
That's
Yeah.
good,
We didn't have any
controlling my
contact.
brain.
because after draining his intelligence, he could have hopped into his brain if he had let it go long enough.
Well-
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What?
The brains, they can teleport and right into someone's head if their intelligence has
Right.
been eaten.
His intelligence is definitely not there.
so
Yes,
you think
but if you
intelligence-
killed it, you're
Oh,
fine because
okay.
you would have seen it happen.
I see.
Whew, well, that's a close call. I think we can
Fine.
chalk that up as a win.
The mind flayer, on the other hand, they eat brains as well, but more direct method. If you ever see their tentacles lift up, they actually have a mouth that can burrow into a skull.
No,
That
I see
thing-
that.
Okay.
That thing
so we
probably
don't
works for
need-
Xanathar. It is not Xanathar. It probably just works for him.
I see.
And the fact that he saw you means you should now watch your back.
We're not responsible for Rainier, by the way. We completed our job. We didn't get paid. I say they'll figure it out. We go and look after the house.
But Rainier has powerful friends and a rich parent, so maybe he will be very thankful to us for bringing him back in one piece.
Rainier knows where to find the Stone of Galore. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a great thing.
Oh my god, it's a quantum cat.
And we'll
Double
do
cat.
this-
Entangling cat.
Oh my god, what are we looking at right now? Let's just take Rainier and go to the house. Let's just
Why
do
are we
it.
taking Rainer to the house?
Because
Because
then we
he's
have
worth
to
money.
know.
His brain is too
Is
big
he?
right now. He could be possessed by one of the ghosts.
Do you want to all just stay in this bloody hotel? I don't know.
I don't think these guys are worth anything. I think we should just go see about this house.
Durnan will
You
say,
are a
that of course is
cold
your
master.
business.
Leaving Rainer in the position he's in.
I would like
So
to
you-
I would like to invite Rainier and Floon along with us.
You think
Why not?
they would, after we just threatened to take them against their will?
Oh, they didn't hear the threat.
Well, we'll invite them.
We'll invite
Roll
them.
roll a persuasion if you want to do that, Greyhide. And after you roll it, say what you
We don't
say.
need them.
Tell them you got a
I'm looking for persuasion on here. Where is it? Where is it?
It's under the P's.
It's a wonderful
It is.
start.
It's right under the P's. Okay. Oh, I'm not. So I'll say what I say. I rolled a beautiful 5. I'll say, hey guys, in celebration of this successful adventure and our new property, we invite you for a leisurely evening, and we'll bring a few tankards of ale, and you're welcome to stay tonight in our new property.
And because you rolled a 5, you say right after that too. And I promise we won't kidnap you, like we said we would.
Exactly. Yeah. I promise we won't kidnap you, like we said we would.
Can I try again? Can I just Greyhide? You just drink. I'm just going to also roll persuasion.
Yes, I'll let you handle this, Fitzjeffrey.
I'm considered rather charming.
Floon's
I
going.
also rolled a 5, but I have a,
We've been
I
drinking
also-
too much.
I also rolled a 5, but I have a +6, so it's an 11. Does that do a little better?
Floon says,
Wait. I
I
lean
tell
in and
you
I say,
what, I've had a terrible day. I'm going to sit at this bar, drink this ale. I'll keep Rainier close, and deal with him in the morning. Here, Rainier,
We're not
drink this.
responsible for him.
And he puts a ale
Look,
over to
Floon
Rainier,
over.
and Rainier like kind of looks over it and kind of like
I
goes
would
on the
like.
side and licks it a bit.
poor boy.
Never mind.
Can I ask something to Durden while I'm a little bit drunk, but I'd like to ask Durden a question.
Yeah.
I'll say,
Let's go
Durden,
to the
can you be
house.
honest with me? Can you tell me a little bit about this real estate and what it might be worth? I don't know anything about this property. Maybe, do you think that this would really be worth thousands of gold?
I've actually not sure what property he's talking about, but I did overhear what he said, and if it is in fact that type of property, it's probably worth thousands.
See?
Well, there you go.
He doesn't know. Lennon, who knows everything, doesn't know. Let's
If I had to take a guess, I would say maybe 10 to 20.
Yeah, I get it. I'm right. No, it's okay. It's okay. No need to apologize. But we were right. We were
No.
right.
If it is haunted, that of course might change things.
There's going to be a
Anyways,
market somewhere.
There's one way to find out if it's haunted,
Doesn't
though.
sound like you're
Staying the night.
I got to get back to my job here. It sounds like you fellas have
Durden.
something to do.
Well, let's go off to this bloody mansion. I need
to sleep one off anyway.
Yeah,
And
really.
we own the place, so,
You're going to sleep in a haunted mansion.
So just to be clear, sorry, are our names already on the deed?
No, it's not. We got to go
Uh,
to the magistrate tomorrow after we check it out.
He did give
So
you the deed to hold
technically,
on to
he
it
could
if you
be
want.
screwing us.
Wait a
But-
moment.
Yeah.
How do we know that it's a real deed and he's not going to escape and leave us after staying a night in his mansion and send the cops over to get us because of the condition that we leave Rayana in?
Someone
You know,
want
let
to
me
roll
answer
an
that.
investigation on the deed?
Okay. I'll let you roll an investigation.
That's a good point.
I was just going to say headlong into danger, but I'll let you do it.
Well, you guys study the deed. I'm going to sidle over to Vola, and I'm going to say, listen, Vola, we've got a paladin friend who can totally put Rainier back to rights, which Floon would really like because Floon is his friend. I'm leaning into Floon as well. I'm saying, listen,
19.
guys, if this deed thing works out and we actually get the property and it's actually worth money, we'll put Rainier to rights. So you guys just hold tight. We're gonna go check it out.
We're not responsible for Rainier.
Investigation,
Something
right?
bad happened to him. We got him out of the dungeon.
He,
No, but we have
Better
leverage.
off.
Is it investigation or perception?
it's investigation.
I rolled 19 investigation.
Okay. Alpha, we'll assume that you all both kind of looked it over, and both of you, everything looks in order. It looks like a real deed.
Let's go.
All right.
Fitz, you do say that, and Floon says, "My friend, I like you the best."
He likes me.
And he downs another ale.
Floon, I think you're
I'm standing right here. He said that, and I was standing right here.
I'm sorry. You were threatening. You talked about
You see-
kidnapping.
He has the personality.
I didn't.
You're nice, but... And he points over at Zenikobi. She's just way hotter than you, my friend.
Well, thank you, darling.
Well, I didn't want to say anything. Sorry, Greyhide.
Now we
Well-
definitely
Well, I won't argue.
I'm not looking for any
done
impressions.
it.
Let me just go.
All right.
Generally,
So if
this is
y'all-
where I would roll to seduce him, but I'm a little tired after our adventures.
If you roll to seduce, darling, I will roll to seduce even more.
Really? Do
Oh
you want
no.
to seduce
It's a
us?
seduce off.
You go on
Can
this
we really?
action.
We can.
Combat. Combat.
I am extremely charming.
Is this
I'm
happening?
Extremely not, and it still works.
We're
Sounds-
leaving.
You
Fine.
see Alpha walk out.
All right,
Leaving out of here.
Fine. We will rematch. Let's revisit this little
we have a lot to revisit
contest.
as a group.
Is there a map? Like, how do we know where to go?
Volo would have told you where the house is. It's up in the North Ward.
Yeah, and I know the streets of this town, so
It's only about 20 minutes away.
To the North Ward.
You make your way there. Again, outside, every once in a while you hear the as it's raining.
Wonderful, the rain.
And let me go into show and tell mode here. You walk up onto the street. The street itself seems to be a pretty nice neighborhood. Most houses are 2 to 3 stories. They seem to be well maintained. You see some closed shops, but you see a lot of residences. You do eventually get there, and you see the manor that he's talking about. It's 4 stories in total. It looks run down. It's the one house that looks run down, but it also looks to be the most grandiose house in the block. So it's a mixture there. The
Worst
house
case
itself
scenario, we burn it down and claim insurance.
looks like this. You can see
Beautiful.
this side. Yeah, you can see the main entrance right here. And then around the back, oops, my hand doesn't go that far. Around that way, around the back of the building, you can see a staircase that seems to curl up to the second floor. So that you can go either way.
we're not taking no staircases. No, nada. But look at how cool this is.
This
And you
house
guys wanted to
looks
sell. I love this place. I'm in love already.
I'm in love as well, but it looks tragic. How are we going to sell a piece like this?
Oh,
We're not
a little
looking to
bit of-
settle
A little
down.
coat of paint. I
You
want to
know-
live here. A little bed and breakfast. The 4 of us could run it. It'd be fantastic.
We could run a bed and breakfast.
The front door looks
Haunted bed and breakfast.
slightly ajar.
No, I have to
The
improve
You know,
security.
we all see that.
yeah, you all see it, And honestly, the windows look like you could probably just remove a board and walk in anyways. The security on this thing does not look up to par.
Wonderful.
We should
Well,
keep our
I'm going
eyes
to walk
open.
up to the
We
door
may
and
not
ask
be
The
them.
alone.
door is open, suggesting someone's already inside.
That's what I'm saying.
Could
We
we
may not be
roll?
alone.
Is it like perception to see if there's anything additionally?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll
That's
perception.
right.
I'll be right back. I have to go.
Ooh, great
I have
hat.
something to grab.
Blazing glory.
I mean, I am tempted to just barge in there. I'm extremely tired. If
We
there's
have
any
been
ghosts,
drinking,
I'm going to
yeah.
ask them if they can give me a
Sure.
back rub.
Let's do it.
Into the front door. Headlong into danger, maybe.
I
Only this
smell
one
nuts.
time, I'll say yes.
Yes. Say it, Alpha. Say it. Headlong into danger. Say the words.
I will not say it, but we can do it.
You can say it, Fitzjeffrey. Just this once.
I don't know. Can I? Headlong
Headlong
into
into
danger?
Oh my.
That feels so good. Oh,
I will not say it, but
it's
I
a
won't
good feeling.
resist.
I can see why you do it, Greyhide. It's a wonderful feeling to just, I don't care. Headlong into
Yes.
danger.
Consequences
are there any
be
stairs?
darned.
Are there
So-
any stairs?
I'm not doing the stairs. I'm going in the front door. I don't like stairs.
So who goes
Might
first?
not have a choice.
The front is right here, and then the stairs are on the outside in the back, over here.
Maybe we should split up.
Why?
I'll go
Abby-
in the front door, and I don't mind leading.
Shaggy
the way
and
in the front
Scooby,
door.
you take this upstairs.
Shaggy and Scooby.
Ruby.
Who's Shaggy and who's Scooby?
That
Shaggy,
is an
sorry.
interesting question.
I think I'm
So-
Shaggy. I think I'm more Shaggy.
Derek says, "Beware the stairs. Last time didn't go so good."
That's correct.
Zoinks!
Thank you, Derek.
Not wrong.
Says me to roll initiative.
Alpha is definitely Velma. I think you're Velma, and then Kobe's Daft.
So you guys just walking right into the front door?
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
I will rock right.
Just
in the
this
front
once. Just this once. I will just.
You all barge
Don't
in.
make me regret it. I'm just
door. Headlong
gonna-
into danger.
against all my instincts.
You see, there's some broken chairs scattered across the way, some cracked barrels. There's a bar, a main bar there.
There's a bar. Splendid.
Never see you, boys.
There's probably no.
Can't really see it from this angle, but there's a main bar there. Here, check this out.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you see that main bar. There's a door behind the bar that goes into that back room there. And you have a main hearth in the middle there. And you can see
we
the
should,
stairs that go along the outside.
We should break those chairs and light a fire. What do you say? I'm gonna go look behind the bar, see if there's any booze,
Light a fire in this creaky old house.
Are there any?
Do it.
Does anything look like? Yeah, I like the idea. Let's start a fire. I mean,
Are we really gonna?
there's a hearth and a fireplace. Let's break apart the chairs and let's just curl up by the fire.
Okay, so
Let's see
Greyhide,
if
you start doing that.
Right.
I'm gonna peek behind the bar. Is there any booze? Can I just perception check the bar?
Yes,
And
you
if there's
can.
no
Do do more of a perception's fine.
How much?
And then if
can we
there's
see
nothing
pretty
back
well?
there, I'm going to go sneak in the back room. I've got a
what did
16.
what did Alpha say?
Is it dark? Like, can we see pretty well?
Oh, it is dark. This is a well-maintained ward. So right outside, you actually have some lanterns with a continual flame spell on them that has light pouring in through the windows. So it's not complete darkness, but it is really low light.
Okay. It's alright, I'm good at that. It's genetic. So I'm gonna peek behind the bar. And
Yeah,
I
you
roll a
look behind the
16.
bar. You got a 16. You look around a little bit. You find one bottle, and you can open it, and it looks to be wine, but it looks like it was already opened from before,
Yeah.
and someone recorked it. You hear behind you in the room, behind the door that's closed in the room, right there.
Yes.
You hear something break.
Oh, hey guys.
I think we're not alone.
By this
Damn
time,
it.
Greyhide, you've probably gotten the flame kind of going in that hearth there, and it lights up the place slightly.
Remember, it is haunted.
Is it? Or is it just inhabited?
Oh,
Are you saying that it might be a ghost?
I'm saying it might be another Kinku. Maybe Tricky Bastard
Good.
made it here.
I don't like ghosts. So,
So I'm going to push the door of the back room open very carefully
oh
and
no.
stealthily as
Okay.
I do, and peek into the door and just see what's in there.
You see glass on the ground, shattered, some type of liquid, recent. You see a shelf with other broken glass and empty jars and of such that's built to the wall. Across the way, you see another door that looks like it goes into a kitchen of some sort.
Hello? Hello, we're the new owners.
What is-
Very excited.
Does
Like
Inokobi and
it's-
Alpha want to do anything while this is going on?
I would love to. Can I roll a perception check and just
Sure.
look around
You can.
for
Mhm.
anything that might be like? Hey,
Hello, we're very friendly. We brought a tankard. Anybody
I've
up for
got
a
great
drinky?
vision in this house.
There's a lot of dust in here. And you look around. You see a window that still is intact on the front of the building. You keep looking. You see dust on the ground. You look behind the bar a little bit, and you see an outline. You can move the dust away, and you see there's actually a trap door that goes underneath somewhere that's behind the bar.
Brilliant.
You turn back to the window, and suddenly a lightning bolt outside goes off, and you hear and you see when that happens text that wasn't there before scrawled onto the window. It says closing time.
Did anybody else see that?
When she points it out, you all can see it's written on the window, closing time. Like someone marked it with their finger in dust.
Also, there's a trap door here. I mean, I'm quite fascinated by it. I think I'm going to explore.
Well, I'll come with you. Let's check it out.
Brave Greyhide. Perfect. Everything I need. You can go first.
What about Alpha? Does Alpha want to do anything while this is all going on?
I'll follow.
Okay.
I'll go
There-
first
there's-
then.
Okay.
Are there stairs that also go to an upstairs, or?
Not that you can see. The only stairs you've seen that go to the upstairs are from the outside.
Okay, so I'll just follow them for now.
So this seems like it was the tavern part, and yeah, to access the upstairs apartments and probably the bedrooms would be the outside stairs. Damn it! But I would like to go and
So
look into
If
the
it's
trap door.
very dark into that trap door, maybe I'll light a torch.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily put the torch in the hearth that's been lit now and catch it on fire. Fitz, you're in the back in the kitchen area going, "Hello, anybody back there?" And nothing replies to you.
I'm going to glance over my shoulder, notice that they're going down the trapdoor, think that that's a terrible idea, swig out of the bottle of wine, and continue
idea.
walking from the back room into the kitchen. Well, how does the wine taste? Is it good? Is it terrible?
It tastes like vinegar.
Oh,
Oh, God! And then I'm going to throw it at the ground so it also smashes.
You guys
Probably
hear
startling.
upstairs.
What was that?
That was me.
Probably
This
good.
wine tastes like vinegar. I can see why they went
okay.
out of business.
Maybe
Nice.
I change my mind and I go with Fitz. I feel like someone needs to keep an eye on him.
What?
Alrighty.
What's that mean?
good idea.
You look into the kitchen and you see there's some cracked barrels. You see a keg in the corner. You see around and you see tables You see what may have been scripts at some point, but have long decayed and been eaten by bugs.
Ugh.
You see nothing else in the kitchen. As the
Everything's
Xenocobian
empty?
Greyhide...
Like
What's that?
nobody's been there in a very long time.
Do an investigation.
Like the kitchen's completely empty.
You can use either a survival, and we'll say you do this for the whole floor you're on. You can use either a survival or an investigation, either one.
No survival.
While you're
18.
doing that, we'll catch up with the people going to the basement. You go down a ladder into the basement. There's no light down here, but Xenocobi, you don't have any trouble seeing. Though everything is black and white, as night vision is. You look around, and Xenocobi's gone. Where'd she
Damn,
go?
how did you do that?
And she disappears.
She's
Hello?
vanished into thin air.
Yeah, she's actually gone.
But she's back.
No.
I looked away for a second. I was like, oh wait, she's
What happened?
I was going
So-
to say, can I roll for perception?
Yes.
Right. Well, it's been a tough night, so I am a bit tired.
Also roll an investigation.
Yes.
See how much you can Sherlock Holmes things here.
Use
Well,
blink.
like I said, I'm a bit tired, but I think I rolled pretty well.
You look around, there's many shelves here that you can tell are made to hold kegs of alcohol of some sort. You know, they're the shelves that have the bumps on them to hold kegs against the wall. There's 2 major rooms here, each one being about a 10 by 10 room with a doorway with no door, combining them. You walk from the room with the kegs, the keg room, that seems to be mostly empty, to the room on the other side. You see hooks hanging from the ceiling that you're able to tell is made for holding meat of different sorts. You see over on the other side some burlap bags sitting in a kind of heaped in a corner. Looking through that, you can tell there's some long rotted ago rice and flour of some sort.
Wonderful.
Well, it seems down here everything seems to be in order. It's just we need a major cleanup of this place before we sell it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think we should head up. I think we should head upstairs and get a.
You
good
hear the
night's
trap
rest.
door on top, dunk, and close.
What the devil? Who closed
You
that?
you 2 on the first floor also hear it. You hear a little dunk, and you look behind you and you see the trap door's been closed.
Well, don't get mad at me, but
Yeah.
maybe yell out. Can they hear us?
What's
Hey,
wrong?
you guys okay?
Yeah, so you can still hear each other if you
Can
yell
I
loud.
just? Yeah, I guess Yeah, I'm going to go back to the trap door and I'm going to
why, thank
see
you.
if anything's around.
Can I get
Well,
to
do
the
a
trap door and
perception.
try and push it open? Or...
Yeah, it opens just fine.
Oh, okay.
Roll perception. So
Rolling
you look
perception.
around, Alpha. You look around a bit,
I rolled
looking for
the
tracks
3.
or any sign
See
of
nothing. You're drunk.
someone's been there.
So the 18 that I rolled as a survival,
Mhm.
what does that?
Yeah, you with
Well,
that
it's
18,
like
you're
right
able to
here.
tell.
Hi.
Some people have been here, but it's been weeks, and it looks like they came in, walked around a bit, and just left.
And it looks
Were they
human,
dead?
like footprints, or
They look humanoid, medium size, which humans are medium size, versus
Yeah,
like a
okay.
halfling would be small size.
So I'm going to walk over to the trap door and I'm going to open it and I'm going to look around, starting to feel a little bit unsettled, and I'm going to say, Greyhide, Nakobe, hello.
You hear him.
Wait.
I have something called divine sense where I can detect good and evil.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, that can do more than detect good and evil.
oh, now
you wanna use it?
besides the city.
Yeah, so let's see. Anything affected by a hallow spell, locate the location of a celestial fiend undead within 60 feet. Yes, I'm going to use divine sense.
All right.
Time I use my divine sense because I've sensed something, and that might not be divine.
What's it look like when you cast this?
I make a fist like this before my face, as if I'm getting into character for a theatrical play. I close my eyes, but there's a glowing white aura around me, and then I open my eyes, and I look around, and I can see the same room, but things are different, just slightly more clear.
You see, straight up, you know there's something above you. You're still in the cellar. And you know, in that room above you, there is something. You think about it, and you realize now it's 2 floors up. It's gone past to the second, and it seems to be staying there.
I see.
And you can tell it's undead.
So how long does this divine sense stay with me? Can I walk around and will it stay with me as I go upstairs, or? Because I want to head upstairs and basically follow it as quickly as I can, even if I have to take these set of stairs that are outside. God forbid.
Okay. Yeah. Divine sense lasts for. Does it really not say? I think it's just it's just like 6 seconds.
Okay, so it's instantaneous. It's basically done now. So,
but you can do it. You can do it again and again. You can do it number of times.
I get it 2 times. I can do it a second.
Plus
I can
your
do it one
charisma
more time.
modifier. Yeah.
Oh, plus my charisma. All right.
So 1 plus whatever your charisma modifier is. How many times you can do it?
Oh, okay. So I can do it 2 more times because I'm charismatic. All right. Okay, so let's say headlong into danger, head upstairs, and I want to move as quickly as I can, get out of the basement, get out the front door, and run around to the stairs because I want to track this thing down. And I'll be telling other people, like, look, I'll tell everyone to follow me because there's an evil spirit that we've got to, or something undead is in this building. So.
Oh God, I'm gonna chase after him. Obviously, what else am I gonna do?
You run out into the rain.
But I'm gonna chase after you because who else is gonna look after drunk Fitz? The one he tries to kill.
Does Alpha follow?
I want to investigate the rest of because we didn't see the whole of the first floor, right?
I think you have at this point. No one's really investigated the kitchen closely, I suppose, but you've taken a pretty decent look around at it. The only thing you haven't done is like seriously take. Well, actually, you did with your check for tracks, but you think you got it pretty good, but.
Did we see if there was anything in the keg?
You go up to the keg and you kick it and it's empty. It looks like it was cracked.
I'll get you another drink tomorrow.
And there's no other way to another floor except by the outside stairs?
As far as you can tell, it seems to be only connected through the outside.
Okay, I go for the stairs.
Headlong into danger, maybe? Headlong into danger, maybe?
You go up those stairs in the back there.
Do we have to roll for initiative to go up the stairs?
Are they sturdy enough?
The stairs.
Just use the stairs.
Automatically defeats you. Now you walk up the stairs. These seem pretty sturdy. You go up on. You see written Greyhide as you get to the door. On the grime on the door on the outside is written a message. It says, "Last call for alcohol."
Great.
Very friendly.
I just keep marching forward. I can't. Right. I'm not clever enough to make anything of the last call statement.
You open the door. Let me see how much I can pull over here. Hey, there it is.
Well, yeah.
It's kind of a bad view. Can we do
like
this
it.
one? What about it? Yeah.
Woo.
Oh.
No, doesn't quite get it. It's in a bad place. I'll just move the whole thing.
It's so strange to see you reaching behind you and moving this gigantic thing. Yeah, good.
Magic.
Okay. Yeah, let's move this forward a bit. And you're coming up the stairs. Right. Oh, come on. Right here. Sorry, you can't see where I'm pointing.
No, I can't.
Right here.
That's where I come up the stairs. Okay. So we step through an archway step through the doorway.
And you come into what seems to be some type of main hearth-like room. You have a fireplace there. You have what seems to be discarded table and chairs pushed up against the wall. On the other side, I didn't actually print enough doors to put on here. Actually, I did. I just didn't put them there yet. Dope. So any of these open ways are just like doorways. Pretend. And then, but yeah, you see 2 doors heading into different areas. Both of them are pretty much open anyways, or at least skewed.
When we came into this place, how many floors did we see? Would there be another floor above us?
Yes. There were 2 more floors above you, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
It's a lot of floors.
So we've got some exploration to do.
It's a big place.
Yeah, there's no telling if there's, something undead in here. So should we just explore the room that we're in? Or,
Sure.
I'll roll perception anyway.
I'm gonna cast suddenly there's these little lights sort of ooze out of my body, and the dancing lights sort of hover around us, casting light on the things that are around us.
As they do, yes.
As they do. Yeah, you see 3 globules.
Entirely normal.
Completely irregular.
Every overweight, middle-aged human male can do this. It's not a thing.
Would I have healed any of my hit points in the tavern from drinking ale? Because I have 3 damage. Would I have healed anything from that?
We could say you could take a short rest in that time if you have a hit dice you haven't spent yet.
Okay, yeah.
Short rest. Excellent.
I think the only person who used their hit dice right now is Alpha. So I think Alpha's the only one who can't use the hit dice.
What is that, a
to get hit dice
D6?
If you actually go up to your character where your portrait is, and there's like a little gear or something you can click, you should be able to do a short rest. If you click that short rest, it'll say how much your hit die heals you.
Okay, so take short rest.
Wait,
but you have to actually roll it yourself.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I'll do a 1d10. Okay. Do.
Plus something probably. Yeah.
When did I use my short rest?
You did 2d10, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, so let me try it again. I'll do
troll,
it again.
right?
Yeah, that's when
I fought the
you do a
troll.
short rest. Yeah.
Okay, there's my 1 roll.
Because I think the troll
5.
hit you pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I passed that.
So it'll be 5 plus whatever your
Maybe.
Constitution bonus is.
Okay, so I'm back up to 10. So yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so you look around this area. You see that there's tables, like I said, the discarded tables and a chair. You see the hearth. Looking into the other room there, you see some type of hall that may be like some type of hallway between rooms. It's a bit bigger. It's like 10 feet wide. And you see stairs heading up to another floor there.
Should I
Beyond
do another
that,
one of these? Sorry. I guess I could do another divine sense at some point, but it's probably not my turn. I'll let other people lead, but I could always do that.
Does anyone want to do anything before he thinks
you
of
can
it?
do it. I'm just gonna walk around.
Okay, I'll do a second divine sense. And the same thing happens. I get into character as an actor. I go like this and then open my eyes and then look around.
You open your eyes, and you're pretty sure you sense something right in this room right here.
Okay. I will try to subtly motion to everyone that something is there quietly and that we should stealthily, like whoever is closest, but we should say, no, I'll let them know it's there and
Okay.
we should move in on it. If I have a few seconds with my 6 seconds left, can I run to that room and possibly hope to see something? Because I don't know if it's an invisible ghost. Okay, I'm gonna dart and hopefully my divine sense is around for another 6 seconds. As soon as I sense it, I'll beeline for that. Actually,
You dart into the room, and you see there on the window that's looking out onto the main street. You see what seems to be some type of specter, half translucent, purplish and smoky like. You see it there, its finger out, writing something on the window. He spelled out closing ta. He spelled the T, but he's in the middle of writing it. And he looks over at you and goes, and doesn't move.
Guys, I see a ghost.
And anyone who wants to move into the room would also see that. The ghost looks defensive with his fingers still on the window, writing that.
I'm going to roll to seduce.
Well, I'm
Perfect
going
timing.
to roll to seduce.
All
That's
right.
a bad
well,
idea, Jeffrey. These types of characters, they'll always ghost you.
yeah.
You made a point.
I just want to talk to him, but
It'll
in a
never work
seductive
out.
way. What do I roll? What do I roll to try to, hey, look, I see you writing things on the windows. That looks like a lot of fun. What's making you write
Okay.
on these windows?
Persuasion, I guess. Unless you're trying to deceive him. Are you trying to just actually be friendly, or are you trying to get him to lower his guard because you want to do something else?
No, well, not yet. I mean, maybe later, but at this moment,
don't
know
I
if
actually
he's
just want to talk to
harmful
him.
or
Then it's
anything.
persuasion. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got a total of a
13.
13.
Lucky
Don't know how that
13.
did.
Persuade a
It-
ghost.
You see his arm like finishes the eye on time, and then takes its hand down, and kind of looks at you, and he puts his finger back up to the window and says, he spells out an H, and then an I.
Oh, guys, he's talking to me. He's friendly. Hello.
This
My name
Ask
is
him what he
Fitz.
wants.
He's a
These are my
friendly
friends.
ghost.
What is it that you want? We've been given the rights to this
This
place.
is like Ouija, D&D Ouija board.
Well, maybe we're the owners of this home, and maybe we should just befriend him, and maybe he can
Yes.
be our friend.
Maybe
He lifts
Friend the ghost?
He lifts up in the air slightly just to find another empty spot on the window, and he writes tavern.
Wait, you cut out. He writes what? What does he write?
He writes tavern.
Tavern. Oh, he wants it to be a tavern again. Do you want it to be a tavern again? Is that what you want?
He turns towards you excitedly, looks back at the window, and just makes a big yes across all the letters he's written so far in capital letters.
Well, we gotta keep the place now, guys. Are you
Guys,
kidding
let's make
me?
it into a
We gotta
tavern.
keep this place.
And then he
It's
writes,
haunted. It's a
and then he
bar.
writes at the bottom underneath it, or get out.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't like ultimatums from ghosts. I think we can make money off of having a tavern.
I think
I think it's great.
A haunted
We could
tavern.
call it the Haunted Tavern.
Well, we should ask what his name is. Maybe we can name it after our friend.
I can feel
What's his name?
Alpha
Ben.
stare right now.
What's his name?
What's your name?
What's
That's
your
your
name?
name.
What's your name?
We'll call him Casper if he doesn't have a name.
Go ahead, Fitz. Ask him what his name is.
What's your name? What's your name, sir? My name is Fitz.
Oh, I completely forgot. I mean,
What's
I didn't
yours?
forget. I just don't want to get it wrong. Oh, right. There it is.
Guys, we're making friends through the veil. Isn't that
He-
fantastic?
He looks around for
Friends.
for something to write on, and he finally just looks and he writes with his toe on the dust, and he spells out L-I-F.
Lift.
Lift.
Oh, it's
Lift.
very nice to meet you,
Life.
Lift.
You can
I
see
don't know if that has,
you can now that you've taken the time and the immediate need for rush and danger has lifted, you can see a bit more how he looks. He looks to be in basic worker clothes, like a server or maybe a bartender at a tavern. His ears are slightly pointed, enough to tell you that he's some type of half-elf. But that's all you can see. Otherwise, he's cloudy and purplish in color.
Lift,
As he radiates
are you
there.
alone, or are there other ghosts in this tavern or in this building?
Brilliant
Ooh,
question.
Good question. Yes.
He writes in the dust again, "Only me."
Aww.
Well, you're not
Does
alone
anyone
anymore,
have-
buddy.
Fitz, were you still carrying some kind of booze on you? Because maybe we can hand him that to keep him busy. He wants to be like a bartender. We can We can keep
Put him
investigating.
to work. Why
It's like
not?
a child.
Like,
Wait,
I don't know. I don't want
we
this
can
guy.
show
We
him
need to
around.
keep moving, and I don't want this guy to
Hold on.
haunt
Perhaps-
us for now until we find out more about this house.
Perhaps he can show us around since he knows.
Oh, spooky.
Ask him to be our guide. Gypsy,
Oh.
ask him to be a guide.
That's a wonderful idea. Liv, would you like to give us a tour of your tavern and hotel? We would love to look at everything.
He
Perhaps
he
he
goes
just...
and finds some empty ground to write on, and he writes, "Not really, but
All right, that's
If
fine.
you
We'll just
want.
have a look around.
Well, he said, but if you want.
Well, listen, we're not going to make it a tavern tonight. So, Liv, can we just sleep here tonight, and then we'll talk about the tavern business in the morning, because we're all a little tired.
he
Yeah.
completely walks through. Let me bring this over here. He completely walks through this wall right here,
Well,
and he just goes through the wall. If you look where he's going, he continues to go through the walls that direction.
follow
Well,
him.
We should
Follow him.
follow him. He's
Yes.
showing us something.
Yes,
All
you
right.
should follow him.
Maybe
As you
his
make your
staff.
way to that top right door room, you see that there seems to be some type of makeshift cots in that room. Like someone may have put this here and just hoboed their way into this room for a while at some point.
Maybe like sleep like hobos tonight.
I love this. I have never been
Yeah.
happier to sleep on a
I
cot.
could watch.
There's a broom on the side, and you see the broom lift up. You realize he's holding it, and he starts sweeping around.
Oh, he's trying to clean. What a dog.
Thank you, Liv. That's lovely.
There's a window to the balcony out there. And by the way, this is a balcony right here. I'm actually going to print the whole building later, but it takes 20 something hours for each section. So
That's
like 40
awesome.
hours per level. But
love
the
it.
he gets there and he writes on the window, "Must fix."
That's fair.
Sorry, fix the window or fix what?
House, probably. Look at this place.
Yeah, he looks at you and you see him kind of sigh, and he writes under it, "Tavern."
Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
I feel like that's a good idea.
Yes, that's a great idea. Liv, we're going to fix this tavern. We're going to sell people drinks. We're going to have a great time. I'm really tired. Do you mind, Liv, if I just pass out now and we'll talk about this tomorrow?
we can hire
So-
some contractors in the morning because I don't really do manual labor. That's not. I'm a paladin. I don't do that stuff. But we
I'll-
can get some laborers in here. Yeah.
There's
I
no
can get
other
some great curtains.
thing we have to run through. I'll just assume that you take a quick look at the rest of the building, so we can run through
Oh.
that real quick, and I'll post these in our handout chat.
Yes.
So basically, this is the floor plan of the cellar that you saw. It's just
Yeah.
a little room with the keg room, and then out you have on the other side you have a meat room.
Meat room.
First floor you saw. The second floor, does that fit on there? Almost.
Yeah.
You have, it basically looks like that, and over in the bottom right over here is where those cots were, and you
Okay.
have the stairs that go up to the next floor right there.
Yes, let's explore the upstairs, I suppose.
You go to the next room and you see what probably used to be my finger doesn't go up that high. At the top two rooms is a bedroom and a private bathroom. That little tiny room in the middle over there is a privy. The room on the right side looks like it once was a library. You have kind of the main room that just connects everything there, and then you have another bedroom with its own bathroom area down in the bottom here.
It's a fixer-upper, but I think it's a keeper. Yeah.
You also,
Absolutely
And-
stunning.
way in that corner over there, you have what seems to be some type of little room that continues up, and there's a ladder that heads up to the roof of the place.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Roof.
Shall we?
Wow.
So
What's that?
going up again to the next room, what seems to be here is just some type of storage room, basically. It's the smallest place. It's actually inside the roof. You see in the ceiling, the roof, actually, you can see parts of the triangle shape the roof makes. But otherwise, it's just two small rooms. One of them could probably be a bedroom. The other is currently used as storage. I assume you go through it a while and you actually find 2 paintings of some nobles from the past that you think might be worth something.
Ooh.
That no one found.
These could pay for the renovations.
There you go.
And then I don't have that little top left room. I don't have the whatchamacallit, the map for it, but it's just a little tiny area that you can go out and you can look off. It's like a little castle edge up there. You can look off at the street and it's actually outside.
Oh, beautiful. The view is amazing.
Alpha, what do you think? You're being very quiet during all this.
I just don't want to attract attention to the ghost right now.
Well, but he likes
a friendly ghost.
We've made a friend with the ghost.
For now. I just, guys, this is supposed to be a payday.
Can I ask you something, Alpha? Who hurt you?
We met 6 hours ago. We're gonna own a house together.
Someone hurt you. You gotta let people in.
We'll give you the picture frames. You can sell those, make your money. And we'll turn this into a tavern. You can still make money off of the tavern.
Like Rainier and Floon and the Ghost and the Birdman, like
someone can make
Someone
can make an intelligence check if they want on the paintings. Fitz, you can actually get advantage on it, given your background.
Splendid. I shall roll an intelligence check. And I've got a natural 19 plus a 1 is a 20.
Yeah, you can roll again since you have advantage. Not that it'll matter, but with that, Fitz, you think these paintings are probably worth upwards together, maybe up to 300 gold.
300 gold, that's not bad. I think it's worth probably upwards of 300 gold.
That's how much we were promised.
If you could find a good collector.
Look at that. We get a tavern and 300 gold.
I want to bring up one thing that might be a little uncomfortable, but this building technically isn't ours yet, as much as we would like to have it, because
that's true.
He said we're holding the deed, but we have to go to the magistrate in the morning, and we have to get something signed. So
details
hasn't been done yet.
Details, Greyhide. I'm not at all.
I just don't want to be swindled. Like, this is me being untrusting, agreeing with my friend Alpha here, but we need to take the proper steps to make sure that this is 100% ours. Split 4 ways, even Steven.
Totally fine with that. Totally on board.
And a 10% royalty paid out to our ghost friend Liff. That he negotiated with me. He negotiated with me with private. You weren't privy to that conversation.
Okay. We should maybe have a rest to recuperate from. What do you guys think?
Oh God, yes. I am 3 sheets in, and I am ready.
Keep an eye out because I don't quite trust it yet.
I'll boil some ramen in the tavern kitchen, and then go to sleep. Yeah.
I want to go sleep in that top room.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'll curl up by the fire.
The one on this that goes out to the roof, or just the top floor?
I'll stay out.
The one that goes up to the roof.
Okay. Cool.
Should we all sleep in the same room? I don't want that to be a weird thing, but just for security.
I'll make it quick.
I'm not going to sleep.
I think we're fine.
There won't be anything that'll happen during the night.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
Let's end it with one thing, and we'll end it right after this. But Fritz, as you lie down,
yes,
in the makeshift bed, you reflect on the events. You realize that in the last 24 hours, probably your life has changed more than all the time before. But eventually sleep does take you. You awake, though, in a very unfamiliar place. The smell of gravel and stone fills your nostrils. As your eyes focus, you see a boot. That very familiar boot. You've known the wearer of that boot since you were born. She tried to sacrifice you when you were a baby, but failed, and sacrificed your brother instead, all for that damn Spider Queen. You look up at Matron Baron Ray, head of your house. You realize, Why do I have these memories? It's not you, you ask yourself. This isn't your past. So, you think you can command my armies, do you? Do you really think a male such as yourself could ever amount to something so grand? She says, standing on the outside of the cage that you realize you're in now. The cage is completely made of perfectly carved stone, probably through magic, with a solid top, stone bars coming down on all sides.
Great workmanship.
You look out and see other cages, other slaves, though none of them are drow, like you realize you are. And none of them tried to rally a drow army against a matron mother of an entire house, like you did. Again, not understanding that memory. You find your head is a jumble of mixed memories. Who is this person you really are right now? Is this the real you? You see in her hand is a tentacle rod, a drow torture device, a long black rod with 3 tentacles coming out of it. You know the pain it can cause. You've used it yourself on prisoners. Answer me, she screams. What do you say or do?
Hello. I'm having a little bout of amnesia. Can you tell me a little bit more about the question? I'm afraid I really don't. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here.
You rallied the army against me. You will pay for that. And she lashes out with the rod, whipping you with the long tentacles which latch onto your shoulder and arm. You feel pain that racks your body like you've never felt before. You hear her say, "You are a male. You are nothing to the matriarchy. You think you may be free, but you are a slave. You will do whatever I ask, whenever I ask, even if it requires your life." The pain is too much, and the world around you seems to go white as your consciousness wanes. You awake again in a very unfamiliar place. The smell of wood and black powder fills your nostrils. As your eyes focus, you see your capturer. Your stomach becomes uneasy as though the entire room is rhythmically rocking back and forth, as it does after being hit in the head. You can feel the blood from the last lash of the whip. You look down at your body, a different body, this time a drow female, and without clothes. You look through the iron bars, and you see yourself holding a whip. It's you, who you were but a moment ago. Those memories. Now fleeting. But now you are a drow woman in a cage. The drow man, who was previously you, holds the whip and says, "You are a woman. You are nothing to me. You think you may be free, but you are a slave. You would do whatever I ask, whenever I ask, even if it requires your life." You wonder why this fellow drow, now realizing you have different memories, one who escaped the matriarchy of the Underdark, would do this to you. You also escaped the Underdark and don't condone the matriarchy. You once again have a jumble of memories, wondering who is the real you. He continues, "If you are a woman," and he lashes out with the whip, hitting you again. "So tell me, what are you?"
I'm a naked female dark elf, as far as I can tell. I'm really...
Incorrect. He hits you with the whip again. What are you?
I don't
These are Lift's memories.
I don't know.
He lashes out with the whip again. "You will learn."
Oh.
He says, "Then you are nothing." He says as he continues to lash again and again. You feel your consciousness waiting. "Last time," he says, "what are you?"
Very much in pain. That's all I got.
Your ears ring as the world starts to go white. The final lash from the whip, and you are lifted out of your body. You see down below the scene that you were just a part of. Now yourself again. You see the woman slump over, unconscious. You watch the scene until you're too far away. You look around and see the moon, large and dominating, with nothing but stars around. You see the silhouette of a familiar, beautiful, naked, long, silver-haired drow woman dancing in front of the moon. You hear that music again. You know what music it is. The beautiful song, the sad song of loss. A familiar voice, now familiar voice, emerges from the song. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but I needed you to understand. I don't have much power over this world anymore, as our people forget what freedom means. I can't say much, but I'll give you what powers I can. You must fix these wrongs. You must bring back the beauty, the dance, the freedom, the song. Bring these back to the moonlight, that light for which my children now refuse. I cannot involve myself in your world much more, but I can answer 3 questions. You may ask them, but I am limited in my answers as well. And I can only tell you yes or no. But what is it you would ask of me, my champion?
I am so totally unprepared for this. Do they have to be yes or no? Because I really... I want to ask who you are, but I don't think it's a yes or no question.
Yes, and I'm afraid that is one of your questions.
Oh, shit. Are you the source of my new abilities?
Yes, I am, as you agreed.
Oh, yes. Oh, that was great. Yes. That was... Yes. Yes. Okay. Good. Good, good. I remember that part.
It was, and we can have our moment again. But you have one more question.
One more question. Yes or no? Oh, bollocks. That's very difficult. Will I know where to find you again?
Good one.
Yes. And I am always here. As her voice fades away, and you see her singing that sad song of loss as she fades into the moon. You awake in a familiar place, in a makeshift bed, still hollowed by that vivid dream.
What the bloody... I am so hungover.
And I think we can end it there.
Oh, and Greyhide had a dream about boobs. But,
Brilliant.
As he does.
as he does.
Papa slept with one eye.
Headlong into danger.
Stupid humans.
Okay.
That was
Hey.
great. We own a haunted tavern.
Anybody want
I'm
a
so
drink
happy.
in the morning to start the day?
We have to get that.
I just
documented.
wanted a paycheck.
Read ahead.
We'll sell the
Because
paintings.
I
You'll get your
wouldn't
100
know.
gold. Don't worry about it. And you get the tavern too. It's all beautiful. It's
Slightly
a
driving
circle
me.
of life.
So,
How do you
thank you.
ask a yes or no question when you have no idea what they're talking about?
Thank you,
Whoa.
everybody who joined. Be sure to subscribe or like or whatever you do on whatever platform you're watching.
Love you guys.
It really helps us out. And
Love you.
I suggest going and joining Critical Role. Their campaign starts today. Yay!
Yes.
Yes, but we're better.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're better.
We're also, if you notice, perfectly positioned right before Critical Role starts.
Really?
Oh,
we
that's-
are.
That's very
Thank
clever.
you. I like
Very
that.
clever.
We're like the show opener.
That's
Thank you,
right.
Carlitos.
Curtain
Yeah, we should-
Anyways, thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Love you
Next
guys.
time.
And it's over.
Whew.
We
That was
didn't
an
even get to
acid
talk
trip.
any